to the Hawks Nest live stream show game day. Yeah, game 3. Here we go. Back at home, Carolina rolling on into town. What are our Seahawks going to bring to the table today? What delights shall we see? I don't know, but we're going to be tuned in and checking it out all the way through here at the Hawks Nest. My name is Brandon Kane, and I will be doing live play-by-play today throughout this game as we are going to see if our Hawks can add their second win of the year, start maybe the beginning of a winning streak, and just see if they can build on what was an overall really good performance last week. Still some places to clean up, but certainly overall an encouraging step from what we saw from them. I hope everyone's having a great night. Just saw we had here on the Hawks Nest, we crossed over 13,500 subscribers, so that feels good. We're really rounded the mark on that. Thank you to all the new folks who have jumped aboard here on the Hawks Nest side of things. Very interesting action going on this morning in the NFL. A lot of just odd kind of games. Some things that are kind of fitting along to trends that we're seeing a little bit. You've got the Falcons right now down 20-6 the Lions. They look like the Lions got that one in firm control here. So that game is winding down. The Saints and Packers are now tied up after the Packers have come down from 2 touchdowns. Really well done by the Packers to do so, as they were struggling a large part of this game. You've got the Broncos getting absolutely their barn doors blown off by the Dolphins, 56-13. Yes, you heard that right, 56-13. Chargers are up on top of the Vikings. Mike Williams has gone down that game, though, to a serious injury for the Chargers. The Patriots up 15-10. Isn't that just a Patriot-type score game, especially when there's no Tom Brady there? That's just exactly what you would expect the score to be, and the Jets still trying to find their footing here without Aaron Rodgers now, of course. We've got the Bills doing to the Commanders what the Dolphins were doing to the Broncos, up 37-3, and the Texans looking like they're going to get their first win of the year, as the Jaguars have been a little bit underwhelming to start this season off. They're down 34-17, and we've got some tight one there at Baltimore. The Colts running into town. Gardner Minshew mania. The dream is alive. Number 5 is alive. The man's got that Colt team tied up with the Ravens 19-19 with 29 seconds to go in the fourth quarter out there. So, woo-wee. We got some tight games. We got some just interesting things. I think it's also kind of notable. You got the Saints again struggling with the defensive-minded head coach, struggling offensively. You got the Patriots again with the kind of defensive-minded coach struggling offensively. And today, the Jets are the defensive-minded coach. I know they don't have any Rodgers, but they still have a lot of talent on that offense. They've only put up 10 points today. Defensive-minded head coach. Titans only put 3 points on the board against the Browns. They get absolutely beat up 27-3. Again, defensive-minded head coach. Bills beat up by the Commanders 37-3. You guys want to see, where do you think the trend's going on this one? Defensive-minded head coach loses that one as well. Kind of a point of discussion, I think, as we go along into the future. But right now, defensive coaches are struggling in this league with their approach. And there is way more offensive-minded head coaches. I got to admit that. So this is also a little bit of it. There's only so many of them, but the ones that there is only so many of are not necessarily holding it down. We've got about 8 minutes here till game time, so I'm just going to say what's up to you guys over here in the chat. And if you are new here on these play-by-play streams, they're a little bit different than we normally do, where I will be doing the play-by-play of the game and color commentary, so it will be a little hard at times to get over the chat during the game. This is also going to be a bit of an unusual day here. We're never going to have done a Sunday quite like this one as of yet on this point. So what I mean by that is we will be doing the live stream play-by-play today all the way right up until the end of the game. As soon as the game ends, I'm going to go off live because I'm going to go over to the Bleacher Report, and then I'm going to be doing a 30-minute drop over on the Bleacher Report, and then I will be back over here for post-game discussion. So bump. It'll be a kind of a 3-stack, but just want to let you guys know that in advance. So I hope everyone's having a good night. Megan, it's good to see you in the chat. Feed me more Seahawks. Hello as well. We got Anthony Bradford starting today. It could get weird. It's going to be fun. You guys are going to love watching him just throwing guys around out there, but technically. Brian A. Wilson, okay, maybe I will just go ahead and join y'all today. A bit lonely for this game, and could be fun. Yo, B, what's good? And of course, Aussie12, good morning or evening to you as well. Well, thank you for joining, man. I love it, Brian. And that's you shouldn't watch the game alone. No one should be asked to do that. Come on in here. Come on here. I got a couch over there. Got a love seat. Whichever one you want. Come on in. Well, Mel, I'm going to ask if you see any up and coming punters possibilities for Australia football. Herbicide white jerseys being worn today. Yeah, I guess first time since the Super Bowl. Celebrating the Super Bowl day, and definitely awesome to see that the team's doing that. What, the smell will be good for Bradford in the grand scheme of things? It will. It will. He's got himself a challenge with Derek Brown up there. It is not getting easier there with Derek Brown up there. Herbicide, poor Brandon Perna. I shouldn't laugh. I could easily be in that same spot as a content creator, so I shouldn't be reveling in the pain. Oh, look who decided to join the show. Look who decided to join the show. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, you make your presence felt. But yeah, you feel a little bit for Brandon. 56 points, kind of wondered why Peyton, when he took over that defense, got rid of Evero. Well, why wouldn't you stay with Evero? Why would you look to move at that point on from a guy who's got that defense rolling? Paul says, Game 3, 2023 season. This is a new young team. I've been watching the Seahawks 47 years. This team is just like the first team, young, and we all have high hopes for them to go. We all have high hopes for them. Go Hawks, be brave to win attack. Let's go. I agree, Paul. You are seeing a young team as you're like me. You've seen generations come through of different football teams, and you're seeing the young team starting to kind of find its footing, find its feet. Joe Rotz, let's go. Why do I says my Ducks exposed the Buffs? Felt so good. Hey, they put it on them. And I don't feel the least bit bad for them stacking a couple extra chips on that one because they came out and disrespected the field and beforehand. That's what you get. That's what you get. Phoebe Moore Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Bradford time. Well, thank you for that. Don't know. Indeed, good time to mention this right now. We are going to get Anthony Bradford, it sounds like, starting out there at right guard in place of Phil Haynes. Bradford really had the up and down of preseason. He is willing as hell. He is what you want from a mentality of an offensive lineman, being mean, nasty, and he's also really strong. And he can move, but just technically wise, he's really unrefined. So you're going to have some ugly moments today with him where there might be some quick penetration into the backfield and, a play gets killed, stop before it's even started. That's where, we gotta have to hold on. But he's going to be fun too. He's going to give you some fun snaps. He's going to give you some pancakes today as well. And him and Derek Brown might be just worth the price of admission on its own with those two guys battling it out down there. Megan says, send the kiddies home with their tail between the legs. I say so. Let's do it. It's not going to get easier now, though. You are 3 linemen back with your starting lineup right now. Man, we know that at least Evan Brown's hurting after going out last week and coming back in. What the smell? I almost guessed the score last week, but I had the team flip-flopped. It was hard to see that as a win going in. Hard to see. Mom and Pops, good afternoon, Brandon. What's up, Mom and Pops? SRT. How you doing? Brian says, so no Reek, Kobe, Jamal, Cross, Phil. Well, I don't think we got Abraham either still, Brian. Don't forget that. Why does Denver draft Caleb Williams if they get the number 1 overall pick? I think Denver is now emerging as potentially the surprise team that might now become the team that becomes the number 1 overall pick. I can't believe I'm kind of saying that, but they look bad today. They're not going in a good direction here. And, they're just helping at this point, probably to the other team to run the clock down. So yeah, it's a tough look here for Denver right now. And, indeed, they're in it. They're in that contention at this point. They're not really healthy. I think they just had McGlinchey go down this game too. Not looking good. Be more Seahawks, thank you for that donation, man. I appreciate you. Mark Hoppercorn, hey, what's up, brother? Antoine Cobb says, go Hawks, man. Stefan, team going to play hard with the LOB in town. They better. You got those guys looking at you from the sideline. They'll put them right down there on the sideline. Have them all just, you better bring it. Space, is this where all the cool people hang out? I mean, it kind of is, but I don't want to be the same one to say it. Nicholas Mariners are choke cars. It's been a rough road for them. Marco Silveri says, hi, Brandon. Marco from Italy present. Go Hawks. Good. We got our Italy contingent in here, Marco. We got our Australian contingent in here. We got our Italy contingent in here. I should wish we got a few from UK. Feels right. Maybe a German in here or two. Fleece says Russell Wilson's career is destroyed. I'm witnessing it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where this Russell thing goes at this point. Tough end to things, tough finish to things. That is for sure. All right, so they're going to flip this game over, right? It's 105. They need to now flip this game over. Flip it over. There we go. There we go. That's the one I want to watch. All right, so we just about got the start of the game here. Paul, the Legion of Boom was possibly the greatest defensive performance in the modern NFL. Certainly in that Super Bowl, and definitely I think they've got their place in in the all-time markers as far as being up at. You mentioned the best defenses of all time. I think they've got to be mentioned in it. I'll say that I don't know who there's a clear-cut number one between all those defenses, but I absolutely think you have to put the LOB up in its rightful place. Michael Crow, Horace Chavez. Brandon, good afternoon. Go Hawks. Special day and time. Hell, it always is when it's game day, Michael. Well said. And good to see you in the chat. Ran on the cut. Hey. Why do I? Yo. Let's go. Flea says Dolphins are a scary team with Tyreek Hill and Adam Butler. They are. They're tough. This ain't easy. That offense is probably the best offense in the NFL as it's cooking right now. I mean, they did what they did today, Denver, who's been a pretty good defense, and that was without Waddle. Cheese Taco, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Jesus, Denver's getting plowed. Go Hawks. Go Hawks. It's you think you've seen it as ugly as it can get in Denver. You think they've hit the low of the low. You think, okay, Perna's literally got a running theme video he does of the worst game, and he keeps adding a worse every week, and it's pretty legitimate. It's not just him getting clicks. It's like, yeah, that might have been even worse than the last one. And this is going to be certainly one again where, if you've noticed with Perna too, if you've looked and noticed, his hair is literally going full gray. I mean, it's going, like a year ago it was brown. It's all gray. And I'm trying not to laugh at it because I know it could definitely happen to me. See us going to the tank for 2 seasons. You'll see me just completely whitened. Just look like I'm painted white. Tough to watch, though, Cheese Taco. Tough to see for Russ's career. I got no ill will towards him, and not a fun look for a guy that's just, I mean, today's not as much even really on him as it is the defense there, where, he's not playing great in this game, but, Lord have mercy, you're giving up 8 yards of carry on the ground and 376 yards in the air. Even Mike White's like chopping him up. Tough look. Herbert, I'm bummed we don't get to see Bryce Young too, man. Ball says, out of respect for Legion Boom, can we stop saying or implying that there could be another Legion, because there can't be another, but there can be another great defense? Yeah, I don't think that that we're ever going to see another defense like that. It's rare for a franchise to get one historic defense. I mean, there's probably been like 5 or 6 of them at most in NFL history. So to just have one is amazing. And yeah, you're right. I think the one thing I will say that in my reference to it when I do it, Paul, is not necessarily that we'll have another Legion of Boom too, but that you have a standard that you aspire towards, and that these are the standard these guys set. And maybe it's a standard that's completely unattainable, but it doesn't mean you can't try. And especially, I think at times in a game in this modern age where guys don't necessarily give anywhere near that effort that team gave, I think it does give a little bit of a unique lineage to players who come through here, especially when you know that the guys coming through here also are working with these former guys. But yeah, I think that's not in the way you're meaning it. You're meaning on just if, and there'll be another one that'll be as good as that last one. Like, yeah, no, not that. No, not, it's going to be too hard to probably hit that mark. Denver's losing 63-13. Sector 7, thank you for the $5 donation. I do appreciate it, Sector 7. Why is it not playing my game here? What is going on here? Okay, sorry guys. I guess I missed the first drive. Streaming, fun. So we had a 3 and out, it looks like. So my bad. I got caught up on the chat there. I'm like, when is the game starting? They always make these stream things fun here. So sorry about that. Looked like Geno Smith was 1 of 2, short pass, -2 yards to DJ Dallas. I'm guessing that was a screen. And Walker with 1 run for 2 yards here to start things off. All right. Sector 7, double dipping Burrow and Chase has not paid off, but luckily I'm playing against a bunch of scrubs and about to go undefeated anyway. Go Hawks. Thank you for the $5 donation. Sector 7, and the double thing's supposed to work. That's supposed to be a tried and true strat. It's supposed to be a strat that you can't get beat on, but I guess not, you know? It's not working for some here this year, that's for sure. It's been a weird year offensively. All right, here we go. The Red Rifle comes out onto the football field. 3:25 to go here in the first quarter. Play under center. He's going to give this as an A-gap run. This is going to be a big determinant on today's game, and that's about a gain of about 3.5, 4 yards there for him. Randall McDaniel, thank you for the $20 donation. I really do appreciate it so very much. He says, go time, bro. Need to make it uncomfortable for the Red Rifle from the jump, early and often. Go Hawks. That indeed was one of my keys here in this game is you can't let him get comfortable with easy throws. You got to get him under duress. You've got to, even if you got to manufacture it, you just can't let him pick you apart, as he has done at times in the past in his long, not quite storied career. Shotgun here for Mr. Red Rifle. He drops back to throw. He's going to throw a quick pass over. It's a little off the mark. Good coverage there by Devin Witherspoon. He's tight there on a slant route, and the ball's knocked away. So we'll get a 3rd and 6 here. Just the kind of routes we're talking about here. Let our corners press up on that. Especially let a guy like Witherspoon who can play the man-based stuff press up on that. He's capable of it. He can do that, you know, and that's just what you had there. 3rd and 6. This has been the troubled waters for the Seahawks defense early on this season. Dalton back in shotgun, 3 wide. He's looking. He's got a lot of time to look. He's looking still. And he's going to complete this up around the 49-yard line to Adam Thielen. We do have a flag on the play. He sure had a lot of time to sit back there in the pocket and survey things. We'll see if there was maybe a hold here somewhere that helped to spring him on that. Officials are pointing down into center field, though. This might be a defensive hold. Okay, so it looks like roughing the passer, adding the odd 15 yards to that. Yeah, Julian Love hit Dalton right in the head with the face mask. That's an easy call to make. Again, there, Seahawks just early on here, not able to get any pressure. Dalton just had forever. I mean, he just could kind of walk around the Glen and have a little picnic and then clean up the picnic and then take the stuff back to the house and then come back out and watch the sun for a while and just, whew. All right, so we got the Panthers now up to the 37-yard line of the Seahawks, all the way up the football field after that, roughing the passer penalty of 15 yards. The handoff here now into the back. He's going to dance around to get drugged to the ground. Randall, thank you for that $20 donation. Let's hope we can get this guy uncomfortable, man. That certainly was not a comfortable first look there. Sanchez, thank you for the $5 donation. This is not to pile on Wilson, but I feel bad for him. I know he's made his bed, but jeez. Thank you for that donation, man. And yeah, I don't have anyone to pile on him either at this point. I mean, it's going as bad as it can go for a guy. And, you know, it's a struggle there. 2nd down and 8 now. Seahawks come out with that 4-man front they've been running. 2 inside, 2 outside linebackers wide. Show a blitz, drop out of it. Quick pass completed over for a gain of about 3 or 4 yards to Mingo. Thank you for that 5 of those, Sanchez. And yeah, I do as well. Just go in. It's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know. There's a lot. It's going in the direction it's going to be headed now to kind of where I think you're seeing as well the inevitable conclusion of where it's going to go. 3rd and 4. Hawk fans on their feet in the stadium here. Empty look for Carolina. Dalton back in shotgun. He checks to a different play based on what he's seeing, which is the Seahawks showing a blitz look. Easy completion out in the flat to Miles Sanders. Jordan Brooks in coverage. First down. Panthers got a drive going here. Randall, thank you again for that $20 donation. You too, Sanchez. I really do appreciate you. I'll get you your other guys' donation here on the next commercial break here, so please do bear with me on that. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Back under center for Dalton. 3 wide receiver look. The give is going to be the running back outside zone run, and he's going to be drugged to the ground by Jaron Reed for about a negative half-yard gain. Good job by Jaron. Get him down there. Dalton back in shotgun. 2nd and 10 and a half. 3 wide look. Hawks jump off sides. Free play for Dalton. He'll complete the pass out into the flat for a gain of about 5. They'll probably take the penalty yardage there, though, I would imagine. Shannon Nwosu jumped off there. So this will put up 2nd and 5. $9:41 to go here in the first quarter. Hawks had a 3 and out. Punted to the Panthers. Panthers have now driven back up the field here. Kind of similar to the first couple of games to begin things, and it looks like I don't know if the Panthers calling timeout or something. There's a lot of miscommunication between right now the umpire crew and what's going on with the Panthers. They can't seem to figure out a way to get things set up here. But similar to what we've seen in the first couple of games of the first drive, where they've been good at stopping the run, but the passing attack for the Panthers is working. Play action pass. Boye Mafe gets him down to the ground. Looked like he was going to break free of him. Boye Mafe quickly getting into the backfield. He corralled Dalton right around the hips. Dalton looked like he was going to be able to swing him off using his momentum against him, but he was just with the good strength and power that Boye's got, able to almost with one arm kind of pull him down by the arm there, just enough. Big time sack there. A little shot in the arm for the defense, and a great play there by Boye Mafe. First sack of the year for Boye. 3rd down and 16 now for the Panthers. On the 31-yard line. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here from the officials. I don't know why the Seahawks would call a timeout there. Why would you blow a timeout there? Hawks call a timeout in a weird situation. You're 3rd and 16, and you're going to call a timeout there in that moment in the first quarter. Carroll must have been freaked out at something he was seeing the offense do for the Panthers on that play. Very interesting. Okay. 3rd and 16. 8:47 to go here in the first quarter. Panthers opening drive. Boy, Herkman is getting a little wrinkly. Mr. Hulk guy. Almost time to put the shirt on. All right, empty set here. A little tunnel screen. Domingo still on his feet. Seahawks unable to bring people down. Looks like we've got a flag here late in the play. Seahawks defenders pointing at the Panthers as though it's obvious to them that it's a holding flag on the Panthers. This would be actually pretty big because you would accept this penalty for sure. This takes them into the edge of being kind of on the outset then of field goal range now because you're up at the 42-yard line. Tommy Tremble getting hit for the play by the Panthers there as far as for the hold. Hands up there, hands up there. I don't know. I mean, he's in here with his hands. That looks pretty clean to me. So when they get outside, but I mean, there is I guess a pull or a tug technically there rather than him just, but usually they don't, if they stay inside like that on the chest plate, it's not called. I guess they're going to, well, it's a spot foul. So this takes it to the 35. Excuse me. I take that back on this positioning. So we got another tunnel screen over to the left. And this one's going to go for a little bit of a shorter yardage to Adam Thielen. So this will bring us to 4th down. And a field goal attempt by the Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro. He's 4 for 4 this year with a long of 54. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's through. Panthers will take a 3-0 lead here. So there you go, Randall, on that donation. Like you said, got to make him uncomfortable. Didn't quite got to get him uncomfortable a little bit later down the drive. But we'll just have to monitor and see if they can do that. So one of the big keys here, to me, stopping this offense is don't let Dalton get comfortable and then close up the A and B gap runs. And they got the first part of that done on that first drive. Now let's get that second part done. Sanchez, we'll just have to see what happens here with this Russ situation too, man. I do feel bad for what's going on with him because it's, and even today, it's really more defense fault than it is his. It's like hard to get on him about that, But nonetheless, it is seemingly going in a direction. Thank you though, man, for that donation. I do appreciate you. And Randall, thank you for the big $20 donation. All of your support to the channel. Megan with a $5 donation. Megan says, if we lose, which I hope we don't, and when things seem tough, remember this, 12s, we could be Denver. It's a very good point. It's a very good point. No matter how dark our skies might appear, no matter kind of what happens this year, we're not in the stage or the place that Denver's in where, they're looking at cap hell in the foreseeable future. They haven't had a first round pick now in 3 years. They may be able to find themselves to the number 1 overall pick here now, Megan. They may go get your guy Caleb at this point, which Sean Payton and Caleb Williams, that's a hell of a combination out there in the Mile High City. But yeah, we're not anywhere near in the vicinity of what Denver's dealing with on that stuff. That is for sure. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. Snail with a $2 donation says WSU 4-0. Ward is in the Heisman conversation now. Good day. It is a good day, man. Shout out to you, Snail. I watched some of that game yesterday, and indeed, Ward was looking Heisman-like in his level of play, and he's going up against a well-ranked opponent. And I was really impressed with how he went. And I mean, it's going to be kind of a common thing I say about a lot of these quarterbacks right now this year. Bo Nix had a great day against Colorado. Penix still continuing to do what he needs to do. I mean, it's pretty marvelous how many of these quarterbacks are kind of turning it on right now, Snail. But your guy, Cameron Ward, indeed getting it done out there at WSU, and indeed I will say he's in the Heisman convo right now. He is. It's gonna be hard for a guy from WSU to win the Heisman, just in general terms of the big, not being a big market thing, but he should be in the conversation. I agree. Ski Nation, thank you for the $2 donation. He said, I've never seen a team score 70 in my lifetime. Yeah, that's a new one for me too. I don't think I've arrived at a 70 game before. Indeed, that is a bit new for me. It just seemed to have twisted weird on Denver in this game really fast, and the energy is not great out there, Ski Nation. It's not great and disconcerting. I'm like, oof. Oh, loaded. 70 points. All right. Here we go. Geno Smith in a pistol look here. Second drive for the Hawks. False start penalty, it looks like, or I can't tell if it was that we jumped early. Damian Lewis jumped early. A little sloppy here for the Seahawks. Both sides of the ball. Little sloppy. These are legit penalties here called on them early on. I don't know. Everybody's just a little tuned up maybe here. Settle it down now. Everybody take a chill pill. Okay, Geno back out here. Pistol look. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. The give is to Kenneth Walker. Goes right up into the middle of things. Not much to be done there. Still breaking the tackle. Still breaking tackles. Still getting through for a miraculous 5-yard run. Geno Smith gave him a key little block there. We do have a flag on the play again. I guess this is going to be a laundry day. Laundry day. Get a flag every other play with this officiating crew. Geno did a great job there of getting on in there to lay a block there to get that 5-yard play allowed. I guess the flag is on. It's a personal foul call. They're going to get him for a face mask. Okay, it's not a hold. It's not really a officiating crew's a little. This is on the Panthers, so this is me being like little much here with the flags. Like, let's let them play, guys. Chill with the flags for a minute. You know what I mean? But great job there by Kenneth Walker. He was absolutely stuffed up in the middle, bounces backwards, gets outside. He's pursued by 2 defenders. Geno takes one of them out. He dips the tackle of Justin Houston, getting around him, and turns it into a 5-yard gain, which should have just been nothing. And then you get a personal foul penalty on top of it because it's a face mask at the end of the play on Walker. So they're up around now the 42-yard line of the Seahawks. 1st and 10, Geno play action pass. He's looking deep. And he's going to take a nice little shot down to DK Metcalf. In cutting route. About a 20-yard gain there. Geno had some RPMs dialed up on that throw. A nice job by DK. Just eats up so much ground getting down the field. Finds a little soft spot in the zone. Sits down. Hawks are now moving here. First and 10. Charbonnet in the backfield. Play action pass. Geno looking. Doesn't really have anybody here. Gets it out to Noah Fant. Nice job by Fant running his route hard. He was covered up initially there running across the field. And Geno had to kind of wait for him to break free. He did. And then Geno again showing off that arm strength. Letting it rip where he didn't have a lot of space to fit that ball in. And good job by Fant getting 2 feet down there. 7-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 3. Seahawks on the 31-yard line of the Panthers. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. Geno under center here, surveying things. The give is going to be to Walker here. He dances through and will get himself a gain of about 3 there. This will bring up, or 2. This will bring up a 3rd and 1. That's just what the doctor ordered this drive after the Carolinas were kind of able, after the Carolinas were able to move up the field on the last drive. Nice to be able to counter this back here with Geno. And the boys kind of moving things here a little bit. All right, pistol look, 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Kind of a little razzmatazz there. And it doesn't really go anywhere. They kind of tried to do a little fake snap to Geno. Walker catches it and then just takes it directly forward. This worked last year really well in the Cardinal game where they pulled this off, and I think Walker got himself a big run on the back of it. Here, the Panthers were all over it. They were crushing down in the middle. I mean, they saw that thing coming all the way through. You saw the edge defenders crush down to the middle, and the middle defenders get really tight in their splits there. 4th and 1, and we're going to see some big balls, Pete, here. And indeed, it looks like we are. 4th down and 1. Carroll and the boys out here now. Going to potentially go for it. And they are. The give is going to be to Kenneth Walker, who is, depending on the spot, drugged down very close. The spot's got it right on the yellow line right now, making it very hard to determine. Boy, it looked like he was dropped really quickly on that play. I don't know why you run that over Stone Forsythe side. If you're going to run that play, run it over Curhan. Don't run it over Stones. Looks like he might have got enough, but we'll see where they're gonna have to measure this. Big play here. They're bringing out the sticks. Looks like they're short by about an inch. I can't tell by the camera angle. I can't tell what. Okay, sorry. Can't tell. I can't tell what's going on there. This is the tough part where you don't have volume, because if I turn the volume, you guys will hear it. So I can't telecast sometimes not all that clear. They're cutting all these shots of reaction to coaches staring at things. But okay, 1st and 10 Hawks. There we go. 28-yard line. They gave it to us. Woo! Gino's looking up top. He's going to go deep to DK here. DK just getting face guarded all the hell there. No call, I suppose. I don't know where the defender looked back for the ball or how there wasn't some early contact there by CJ Henderson. Yeah, DK just can't get a PI call sometimes. Like, it's not blatant, but, I mean, Lord, he's not looking back and he bangs into him. And then after he's initiated the contact and banged into him, he kind of looks back a bit. 2nd and 10. I like Gino taking a shot there, though. I really do. Again, though, Gino, put it in the back of the end zone. Let DK get a chance to run under it. The floating thing, like, he's got separation, then he loses the separation to come back to the ball there. Insert name here. Thank you for your $5 donation. Sorry, a little late to get on some of these donos. I do the play-by-play, though. So if you do a dono on play-by-play, boy, you gotta know I'm going to be a little bit late on getting to it just because I'm always into what I'm doing here on that. So thank you, though, man, for that $5 donation. I do really appreciate it, Insert. And I hope you're having a great day. Sector 7 with another $5 donation. Says, honestly, I'm enjoying the Denver collapse. The amount of absolutely toxic comments from their fans the last couple of years, laughing out loud. Suck it! I think that's what I said to Denver last year after we made that, after our guy missed his field goal kick against us last year. I was telling him, suck it. Say, yeah, there's a little bit of that there. It's, you do want them to feel a little bit of misery, but boy, they're getting a heavy dose of it. They're getting Stephen King dose of misery here. You got the Broncos as a fandom, just like James Caan in the movie, laid up in the bed and can't move. And the rest of the NFL's Kathy Bates with the sledgehammer walking into the room, talking about how we got to hobble you. Have you ever heard about how they had to hobble workers back down in Africa? Like, what? So I get it, Sector. You're not alone, too. There's a lot of Seahawks fans going, like, hey, good. No. Good. I get it. I completely get it. I'm just like, oh, I've had to look away now, like, oh, no, not again. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Acho said it during halftime break, not me. Oh, Sam, Acho. Yeah, why shouldn't he be, Snail? Why shouldn't he be? I mean, you put up these kind of if your team's winning and you're winning with on the back of what you're doing, and certainly in WSU's case, it's not where he's just got stacked up first round receivers here and great playmakers over there, and he's showing off how good a QB he is. I think he's completely legitimate now. So I don't say it as just in whatever. I mean it. He should be probably considered up in that spot for sure. KRTK, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate it. Snail, thank you for your donation. Christopher DeVos, thank you for subscribing as well. All right, we're going to get Gino out here now on the 29-yard line. 3 wide receiver look here. Give is going to be into Kenneth Walker. He's going to really run hard forward there for about a gain of 4, maybe 3.5. Wasn't a lot to be had there. 4:12 to go here in the first quarter. Snail, Spectre 7, thank you for the donations. Insert name here. Ski Nation, Randall McDaniel, Sanchez, Megan, you're awesome. Cheese Taco, feed me more Seahawks. Appreciate you guys so very, very much. A Snowy, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you as well. 3rd down and 7 here now. Gino and shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers here. Bobo sighting. Dallas in the backfield, drops back to throw. Nowhere to look. He's got still some time. Gino looking. Oh, comes back, and I think he threw that off the helmet of Tyler Lockett. I don't think Lockett got his hands up there fast enough. Gino's throwing with some heat today, just a little bit. Did that bounce off his face mask? Camera crew sucks today. That did bounce off. That's a rare drop for Tyler Lockett. Gino put it right there in it, and he just didn't get his hands up in the right place to make the catch. All right, Jason Myers, 3 for 6, will come out now and put that up and through. Well done by Jason Myers. So Seahawks match the Panthers' early field goal here now. Early field goal here now, which is good to see. Nice constructed drive there. Megan, thank you for another $10 donation. I do appreciate it. It says, I know you guys aren't that interested in the rugby, but Australia, I know you guys aren't that interested in the rugby, but Australia look like they will be out of the World Cup. As an All Blacks fan, I love it. Look like they will be out? Don't you want to... You might have to retype what you meant there, Megan. I'm not sure what you were saying there. I know you guys aren't that interested in the rugby, but Australia look like they will be out of the World Cup. As an All Blacks fan, I love it. Thank you for the donation. I'm not sure quite what you're saying there. So I sometimes a word gets left out and I can't quite translate through what's being mean. I know that there's a character count limit, so I know it restricts it, but I'm not quite sure what you meant. But I'm cool, good, yay. It's good to hear. Sector 7, thank you for another $5 donation. Anyone else excited for maybe seeing Jake Browning Monday night for the Bengals? He's the backup. I'm hoping for him. Well, thank you for the donation. Former Husky out there. Maybe he's going to get a little bit of a run here on Monday night. I don't know, man. That kid Burrow, he's a tough kid. He's a gamer. He doesn't want to sit it out. He wants to be out there and going. But will be interesting to see Jake. I mean, the nice thing about him going out there at that point in time is he's got his T. Higgins. He's got his Jamar Chase. He's going to have some targets to throw to. Hell, he's even got, I think, a former Husky out there, right? Drew Sample. So maybe even a guy that he's had a little bit of familiarity with. So even though he's not the most talented guy, maybe put in a position to have a little bit of success going out, this if he has to go out there on Monday. Still, I feel like Burrow's going to try to make a go out of it, being that the Bengals haven't up this point decided to kind of IR him. I don't know if they're just going to try to do the week-to-week thing, but you think if he did re-injure it, and that was the case, as was kind of early reported, that they would have gone to the IR function of it if they were going to, Sector. But thank you, man, for the donation. You guys are awesome. You guys are putting so many donos. I'm going to get speed talk today with so many donos in here. Trying to do the play-by-play too. It's awesome. Appreciate y'all. All right, Jason Myers is going to kick this off now. 3:33 to go here in the first quarter. Back in the end zone. Megan, if you can kind of elaborate on your deal there with what you meant on that thing there, I'll reread your comment with it. I think there was just like a word or two list because All Blacks are in Australia, right? So I don't know. I don't know. Alrighty. The Red Rifle back out here to take over again for the Panthers. He constructed a well-hewn drive his last time out. Dalton just passed Dave Craig on the all-time passing mark for yardage thrown. Back in shotgun now. Quick throw out. Easy completion. Thielen for a gain of 15. See how it looked like they're playing a little bit of off coverage there to Witherspoon's side. Looked like a cover 3 drop. Panthers attacked it. Easy completion. Thielen with 3 catches and 44 yards already. Panthers 1st and 10 all the way up to the 40-yard line of the Seahawks. Dalton's going to change the play. He's got a cover 2 look, probably going to go to a run here. Indeed he is. Jordan Brooks had him backfield, kind of slowed him down, but he got past Brooks for a gain of about a half yard. Witherspoon there to help clean up the tackle. Let's bring up 2nd, 9.5, 10. All right, 2nd and 10. Seahawks have continued to stop the run well today. Off coverage look here, 2nd and 10. Dalton back in shotgun. Nice job by Witherspoon there. Tight in coverage. Looked like it was going to be completed to Mingo, and he was able to break on it late. I don't know if he got a hand in there or just the collision with the receiver was able to disrupt it. No, he was able to get a hand in there. That was a great play by Witherspoon, showing off why he's a 5th overall pick right there. I mean, that's his hand actually. Receiver's got it caught. He's got to snake his hand in underneath him in order to just get it dislodged out. And all of this happening in the blink of a moment. Excellent job. 3rd down and 10 now. Panthers 2 for 3 already here in 3rd down conversions. Even in 3rd and longs, they've been pretty good here so far. Seahawks showing a blitz. They're going to bring a blitz. Dalton is sacked. Sacked. What did I see? Did I see a 3-man blitz? Did I see a 3-man blitz? Do my eyes deceive me? We get a double A-gap blitz with Jordan Brooks and Bobby Wagner. Very nice. Very, very nice. Don't see and this is what you do. You get a team in 3rd and long. They're going to need long developing routes to get to the 1st down markers. You bring a blitz, and not just that 5-man, boring 5-man blitz. I'm talking you bring a legit true blitz with a couple of extra defenders to overwhelm their protections, and bingo bango. You get Dalton uncomfortable, and Dallas is so weird as a punt returner. He fair catched it. He tried to act like he wasn't fair catching it because he realized after he fair caught it, he shouldn't have fair caught it. But just a great job. Great job by defensive coordinator Clint Hurt there, not to sit back at that point, taking it to this Panther offense. You know, make Dalton throw that 9 route up the seam. Make him hurt you deep. And fantastic to see them do that in that moment where on the first drive they weren't doing any of that. They're just letting him kind of bleed him up the field a bit. Like, no, we're not going to do this today. We're not going to allow this today. Don't do this. Much like we saw with last week. Those 3 moments you did in last week's game brought you back great results by bringing pressures, bringing blitzes. To this week here today already, and the one time you're bringing the blitz and the pressure, you're getting a great result from it. This is why I hit this so hard. This is why you guys probably get annoyed with me bringing it up so much, is because it's such an important part that they're leaving out of this defense at times that could really help this defense out, especially in pass coverage. I really like seeing that. That got me excited. Megan, thank you for another $20 donation and the clarification. You didn't have to do the dono to clarify. I would have read your comment on it. She says, Australia are one of the most hated teams in rugby, even though I'm an Aussie B. Okay, you can see how that could throw me off a little bit. All Blacks are the New Zealand rivals team, and the Aussies are our rivals. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, does that mean then if the Australian team gets knocked out, then the All Blacks team has kind of got the clear pathway to go take it, right? Because it'd be like if the Niners went out for us, like if suddenly the Niners got taken out quick in the season or something, where it would open it up easier for you. I'll check out this All Blacks thing at some point, Megan. I promise. I don't know when, but at some point we'll give them a look. I've heard too many. Not just from you. I've heard it from other folks who've brought them up too, even Americans who've watched rugby, talking about the All Blacks. But thank you for the double donation, Megan. I really do appreciate it. Tell Ollie I said hey. Tell him I said what's up. Sector 7, thank you for the $2 donation. It says, these jerseys make me miss Mabane. He was a good one for us, man, Sector 7. One of the only holdovers there from Mike Holmgren as a third-round pick out of California. And Carroll moved on through a lot of that roster through those first couple of years when he arrived with Schneider. And Mabane was one of the few guys that still stayed and remained. And that was because he was such a good player. They've talked about on KJ Wright's show often when we're referencing Mabane when he has the former players on there about how those guys are so smart, how Mabane was so smart, how he would read every play, know where it was going. And he was a problem up front. Compact defensive tackle, just always won the leverage war and had first step quickness. First and 10 for Gino in pistol look here from the 19-yard line. Play action pass. Throws it out to Lockett. Nice little design there. Lockett's got a lot of room up the sideline there. He'll take it for 15 yards on a little flat route throw. Panthers were just dropping to depth in coverage there. First down. That's a Waldron special right there. That's a Waldron 32 special. Snub nose. First and 10. Hawks on the 35. Gino in shotgun. Play action pass again. He's looking, sidesteps the pass rush, still looking. He'll throw this out to Noah Fant, and Noah Fant gets drugged down after a gain of 9 yards. A lot of time back there for Gino. Gino just navigating the pocket like a ballerina. Effortlessly just getting past the defensive tackle. Seahawks only had 3 men out on routes there. That's one of the reasons why, is that you're trying to keep that extra protection in for your tackles there. Second down and 1, Charbonnet in the backfield, Gino under center. The give is going to be to Zach Charbonnet. Charbonnet gets up through. Nice strong run by him for a gain of about 5 or 6 yards. And that will be the final play here of the first quarter. So Hawks now got a couple first downs going again here against this tough Panther defense. Good drive. Good opening drive. I'll be right back. Get a little more coffee. Mabane was awesome, though, Sector 7. Thank you for that donation. He was, just such a unique defensive tackle and that first step quickness and win the leverage. And he was also a guy that was both an outstanding run defender and he could give you some pass rush. And, we don't talk a lot about him because he wasn't flashy with the stats, and it's hard to be flashy in the stats when you're playing so much one tech in a 4-3. But he was a really valuable player to that Seahawks defense among a lot of guys. That was a crew that wasn't just built on star power with Earl Thomas, Chancellor and Sherman and Bobby. You had a lot of guys that were really good football players, a lot of dogs on that defense. And there was no doubt about it that McBain was absolutely one of those guys. Hopefully he's here for the celebration here today on that 10-year reunion. Concierge with Nolan, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, just had to check on Brandon Perna to see if he's still alive after the Broncos just lost 70-20. Sean Payton era off to a good start. These coaches, they love to do it just their way, and they'll sometimes take the harder road rather than just take an easier approach because it means they want to do it their way. And Payton definitely that way. I mean, the defensive coordinator we're going up against right now, Evero, was really good there with the Broncos and what he was doing. He had that defense rolling. 1st and 10 now. Start of the second quarter. Geno back in shotgun. 3 wide. Play action pass. Geno again. A lot of time. He's got DK Metcalf down the football field. DK, a big play down the field. Great job there by DK. And Geno, nice job patiently taking his time, knowing he's got the blockers. This is the benefit of going kind of max protect. When you have those extra blockers in there, you can take the time to know that your guys aren't one-on-one. Your guys have time to break things free and opened up. DK did there for a big play down the field on the crossing route. 1st and 10. Quick give to Zach Charbonnet. Ooh, lays down the thunder and knocks a man on his back in the process. We got a flag on the play, though. Charbonnet showing some of that physicality on that run. Better restrap the helmet on after that one. The guy's getting his buddies restrapping the helmet back on. Looks like a holding call here on the Hawks. And we might have a Panther injured. Panther slowly coming off the play here. I wonder if that's the guy who took on Charbonnet. Charbonnet absolutely mollywopped a defensive back there as he was coming downhill, and he had a build-up speed thing going where you might not want to get in front of that freight train. Xavier Woods did, and he's walking off with kind of a concussion protocol look to him. Safety for the Panthers. First down and 20 for the Hawks after the holding call. Couple of injuries here early on for the Panther defense. I think Henderson, I can't tell if he's out there. He was down for an injury there earlier. Already coming down to this unit. Already coming in a little bit light on the defensive side of the ball into this game. Dropping back 1st and 20 now. Geno looking patiently again, finding Tyler Lockett for a nice chunk of that holding yardage back. About a 7 or 8 yard gain. Geno doing a very good job of not panicking in the pocket. Now, Damian Lewis did a great job on Brown there in particular, man. Damian just stone Brown one-on-one there. 2nd down and 11. Empty look here for the Seahawks, 5 wide. We got a whistle here. Looks like Damian Lewis has got to come off the field with an injury here. He's grabbing at a finger. The Seahawks are a little light right now at the guard position, so losing Damian here, this would be a bit tough if he is indeed out. He's holding on to that finger right now. Or hand. I'm not even sure who fills in for us now at left guard. Hawks are dangerously close to a spot where they don't have... Oof. Boy, instantly, Gino's under duress as soon as Damian goes off the field. You knew they were going to run a blitz, and that was just a dog pile there right after the snap. Jay Curhan just got licked there. Stone Forsythe got licked right off the snap there. Oof. All right, 3rd and 22 now. We're going to try to get this thing into a little more nice little bubble screen here to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jigba runs strong, and he's going to take this up to about the 18-yard line, make this a bit of a more makeable kick now. Good drive by the Hawks. Just had the holding call after you had the run by Charbonnet. That was really the one right there. If you could have held back from that, you were looking at like a 2nd and 1 situation there from about the 6-yard line. Jason Myers comes out and tries to attempt his second field goal. He made his first one of 1 from 43 yards. I think this one's going to be just a little bit shorter. 35-yarder to be exact. The snap is down, the hold, the kick is up, and it'll stay inside that right upright. So the Hawks will take a 6-3 lead here in the second quarter with 12:07 to go. Okay. Nolan, though, that's the thing I didn't understand a little bit about what Payton did there. And, as bad as that, Bronco defense was last year, I don't think there was a game they were giving up 70 points in a football game. And the fact that you now start to see erosion on a defense when that was what was going right is troubling to see. But that's what Sean wanted, man. When you have that power, you get what you want. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And maybe they turn it around defensively. They're in their woes with that. But that team is definitely not playing hard for the new head coach versus how they were playing for Hackett last year. Thank you, though, Nolan. I appreciate that donation. Ski Nation says, with a $2 donation, the Cards beating the Cowgirls down 10-0. It's kind of like the Cardinals thing. It's like teams come in and they take them not seriously for the first 2 quarters, then they turn it on in the third quarter, and then they end up lapping them anyway. I'm sure the Cowboys will figure it out and find their way. But you also know the Cowboys are probably reeling a little bit. That Trayvon Diggs injury is a tough one. Just as they have their defense really looking to be a team that can contend right there with the Niners, is one of the best defenses, if not the best defense, if not one of the best, if not the best defense in the league. You lose a major part there when you have Diggs go down of what was making that work, especially the combo of Gilmore and Diggs together. But I'm sure the Cowgirls will figure it out. They just got their dresses stuck in the crack. They just got to pull it up out the crack, and then they'll get back around. They'll find their way at some point. I appreciate you, Ski, for the donations, though. Thank you so much, man. Megan with another $5. Megan, thank you for all the donos today, Megan. You are kind as ever. Says, yes, this is our pool games. So if the Aussies are out, it gives the All Blacks a great chance to win our 4th World Cup, which has never been done. Woo! I always like that. Megan, there's those fans out there that go, no, I want our toughest competition to be right there through the year. I wanted the pathway to be as hard as hell, so it's more, we savor more of the flavor when we get there. To me, I don't mind the easy path. I don't mind the easier road. It's a little easier to get there. The trophy's all the same at the end, right? It raises the same at the end. If anything, we've got our prestige Super Bowl victory win, right? We've got our franchise prestige Super Bowl victory win. You took out the Broncos, who had the greatest offensive season in NFL history with maybe one of the best defense in NFL history. You got your prestige. Now we're just adding Lombardis. Now we're just adding the rings to the fingers, So at that point, it's all add another number, put another number on, right, Megan? So yeah, good to hear. Good to hear that you guys got the pole position. Here's the kickoff from Jason Myers, 12:07 to go here in the second quarter. Kick will go back into the end zone. Chris Briggs, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Jadon Ruiz, thank you for subscribing as well. I appreciate you guys hopping aboard the Hawks Nest here. Please do, if you're not already subscribed, get on subscribed. We're on the road here this year. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there. Why? How? Hit that like button, subscribe on up, all those good things. It does help this channel, helps me grow, helps me show up on searches and that kind of thing. So I do appreciate it. Thank you as well. All of the donations, Humation, Sector 7, Concierge Notes, Megan, you guys are very kind for all those donos. All right, the Red Rifle takes back over under center here. He's got a 2 tight end look. The give is going to be inside. Bounced outside by Miles Adams. Devin Witherspoon is right there. He's not letting him get away. Only a gain of about a yard there. Witherspoon flashing some of the skills he brings to play here early on. We've seen him tight end coverage, knocking the ball away. Here, you see how much of a kind of ferocious tackler he can be, where he's not looking to give up as a cornerback. He's that kind of cornerback that'll stay on you, and he's going to bring you down. 2nd down and 9. Panthers, though they've had some success in this game and passing the ball, have not been able to run the ball at all here early on to open things up. Second down and 9. Dalton changing something at the line of scrimmage here. He's done that often early on. Bobby sees it, comes in, attacks the gap. Boy, Bobby was all over that play. This will be a gain of about 3. But that's one of those plays that Bobby doesn't get the stat or any of that stuff, but that's a Bobby Wagner play that helps make that happen. Looks like Trey Brown is still on the turf. And he's rolled over on his side holding his helmet. Players gathered around Trey Brown. Hopefully this isn't too serious, as they'll go to commercial break. But that's going to be a play that I'm going to be breaking down on my film here this next week to show you that with Bobby, and that if you notice there, Dalton's changing the play again. Bobby reads the change play. Bobby moves up into the A gap there, right to where the run's going. That's not by happenstance. That's not by accident there in that moment. It isn't. Snail says, what is this year with everyone getting hurt? I don't know, man. It's across the league. People are dropping like flies. I mean, just everyone's getting knocked out. Every team's dealing with it, though. I mean, hell, the Panthers are dealing with on their side. I know we're dealing with a big on it. We're down 3 linemen. We're already down 1 starting cornerback. Looks like number 2's going down right now as well. You got Mike Jackson coming back now, at least as a backup here. But yeah. Actually, we're down 4 linemen if Lewis is still going to remain out, because you have Bradford in at right guard. So we're down to Evan Brown as our only starting offensive lineman in this game. This is kind of a tough Panther front to be down this many linemen. I got to be honest with you. Herzad, I don't even know who the other OG is. McClendon Curtis. I mean, nobody better get injured here. You're going to see DK Metcalf at right tackle in this game. So you got Stone Forsythe, McClendon Curtis, Evan Brown, Anthony Bradford, Jay Curhan. Whew. A little tight. We might Eaglet. We might need it with DK right now. We might just need that. All right. So it looks like I don't know what happened with Trey there. Didn't look like his head got. I don't know. Probably did. Hard to say. 3rd and 6. Dalton back in shotgun. 12th man up on their feet. Roaring down upon the Panthers offense, looking for a stop. Bobby in the A-gap showing a blitz. Dalton changes the play. Bobby drops out of the A-gap pressure. Dalton throws it far and away from the receiver, expecting Mingo to be somewhere he wasn't. And that'll be 4th and 6. Dalton feeling like he was getting some pressure there. It looks like Jaron Reed was supplying some of it there from the inside. And indeed, Jaron Reed able to hit the hand of Dalton as he threw there. Able to just get right on the spot between where the arm connects there. And probably had that ball thrown a little bit errantly. But great job by the Seahawks defense. You're going to need them stepping up here now. I mean, you are. This offensive line is going to be holding on here today. Down 4/5 of your starters. Oh, dude. DJ Dallas is going to give me a legit heart attack as a punt returner. Like he's going to legit make me like He won't fair catch it when he's got 15 yards of space to run. But when he's got a guy literally making contact with him, he's going to try to return that one. Oh. TJ freaks me out back there. 1st and 10. Interesting look for the Hawks here. 3-man backfield, but kind of I don't know, that was a weird look. The give's going to be to Walker. He's looking for space, picking through traffic, finds his way, keeps his feet moving, and pushes the pile forward for 9 yards. You're going to have to go to the running game here a little bit more, even more so now, I think, with this offensive line where it's at. You just got to lean in the running game heavy here. Jake Curhan gets Dieter Gross-Mostos off his feet with a nice block, and then a good piece of running there by Walker. 2nd down, another give here into Walker. Walker dancing. He's got some space, and he's out in the open field, and he's down the sideline, still on his feet to the 20. Down to 15, where he will be dragged down there, breaking free on the play, bouncing the ball outside like we've seen him do many times already this season. Big time run there by Kenneth Walker for a 1st down. Inside, handoff. Everything's muddled up in there. He just completely breaks the ankles at 13. The cornerback trying to tackle in space, and then shows off the Jets getting down the sideline quickly for a big gain. Good job by Gino with his 2nd block of the game. Props to Gino. Gino springing Kenneth Walker here now twice on these kind of runs where they bounce back outside. Gino back under center here. 1st and 10. The give is going to be to Charbonnet. I really like Waldron and what he's doing with the play calling in this game. It's only going to be a gain of about 2 yards there, but this is so very smart. Right now, don't put this offensive line in peril. Set him up for success. You run the ball well. Don't go away from it just because you think you have to go away from it in that moment. Stay with it. Stay in it. Stay on it. Okay? And that's what he's doing here. It ain't always going to be pretty doing this, but this is the down 4/5 of your offensive line. This is what you've got to do. Gino back in shotgun now. Charbonnet to his right. 3 wide receiver look. Bobo siding on the football field. Gino drops back to pass. 4-man rush here from the Panthers. He's going to look deep here to Tyler Lockett and almost picked off. Tyler Lockett played defensive back there. The ball was really not in a position. You really want to throw that route to DK more than you want to throw that to Tyler. Tyler did a good job, though. That throw kind of sailed back towards the cornerback there, and he was able to break that through, break it away. 3rd down and 9. Might be a good time for a screen pass. And Gino, good job there. He caught the blitz. Panthers showed their hand too fast. 2 seconds to go here. Dropping back to throw. Lets it rip out there to Jackson Smith and Jigba, who the ball is broken free by the late breaking defensive back on the play. Knock free for 4th down. Still a good job by Gino there not to get that ball snapped too fast as the Panthers showed their pass rush. Even if he completes that there, it's probably not going for a 1st down. Panthers doing what the Hawks did earlier. When you get that 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, go bring the blitz up. You don't give those routes enough time there to develop. So Jason Myers is going to come out and attempt already his 3rd field goal attempt of the game. He is 2 for 2. Here's the kick. It is up and it is through. Jason Myers, 3 for 3, making his year look a little bit better here with the start of this game. And the Hawks will take a 9-3 lead here in the 2nd quarter with 8:45 to go. Sean Lee, how many field goals before we hit 70? You would need 23. Myers earning his game check is right. We're going to need him today on this. I don't know if we're getting a lot of touchdowns right now against this Panther defense, especially with the line where it is. Azabon, why they use JSN like this? It's going to be a little bit hard, Azabon, right now with the use of JSN because you're down your tackles, you're down your offensive linemen, you're going to need to keep extra blockers in there. And a lot of times that's going to be a tight end. And if that's going to be the case, JSN's going to have moments where he's taken off the field in lieu of keeping your pass protection under control. What you're saying is going to be something a lot of people are going to be saying with Jackson Smith, but this is what happens to any NFL team when they have to deal with the situation we're dealing with on the offensive line with the injury situation. And if you go out there and you're trotting Jackson Smith and you're not keeping those protections in there, you're just going to see the quarterback getting hit. a lot and under a lot of duress. We got to keep those protections in there. It's just kind of the nature of what we're dealing with here a bit. Spectre 7, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, this feels like a 9-6 game. Book it. Could be, man. We're 16-12, something like that. Everybody just kicking field goals all day. Could be on this Spectre 7. I don't care. Win's a win. I'm down 4/5 of my offensive line. There ain't no style points in that. Just go get the dub. Spectre, I do appreciate you, though. Thank you for that donation. K-Dog Rollin, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, home run. Is that the Mariners? The Mariners hit a home run? No, they lost. Oh, not lost. They're down at 8-9. Holy moly. Holy mackerel. Just some scores around league for you folks. Chiefs up on the Bears 7-0. Cardinals up 15-3 on the Cowboys. We got the Browns beating the Titans earlier today, 27-3. Lions took down the Falcons 20-6. Packers edge out the Saints 18-17. We got Jason Myers ready to kick off here. 8:45 to go in the second quarter. Hawks up 9-3. This kick will go deep and into the end zone. Seahawks defense is, after that early drive by Andy Dalton, have done a good job here. Get a little more pressure today. Able to stuff up the run as they have throughout the course of the early part of this year. Dalton 6 of 9 for 60 yards. He'll take over here at the 25-yard line. 3 wide receiver look for the Panthers. Play action pass. Dalton looking to take a little shot up the field. Witherspoon looks like he got another break up there. I don't know if he touched it or not, but the GJ Shark had the ball kind of look like it rerouted on him there at the last second. Let's see in slow motion if I can tell. And indeed, yeah, just a little bit. It's hard to tell there, I know. It might look like at first he didn't touch it, but indeed he does touch it there just a little bit. And when it's that bang, that close, and Darrell Taylor now on the turf here for the Hawks, he comes up just a little bit gimpy here. When it's that close in a bang fashion of things, it's hard for the receiver to just suddenly go from having his catch point here to having your catch point here. Or you're expecting it down here, you got to bring your hands up there. And it happens in just a split second. Taylor looks like he might be okay. He's kind of stepping on the foot. Looked like maybe he rolled his ankle a little bit there. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Panthers. Dalton again changing the play up the line of scrimmage here. A lot of that early on with him here, early on with what he's seeing. Drops back to throw. Stop route there. Quickly completed on Mike Jackson, who comes up and makes the tackle. This will bring up 3rd down and short. 3rd and about 3. Third and 2 here. I'll give him 2 on it, huh? All right. Oh boy, Thielen with just a naughty route run on Mike Jackson there. Ran a little zipper release there. Goes inside, comes back outside. Jackson just can't stay with him. Easy, quick completion there to Thielen for a 1st down. Jackson in press and just gets kind of sent in the spin cycle there a little bit. 1st and 10 now from the 37 for the Panthers. Quick throw, knocked away there, kind of thrown behind the receiver there, but 2nd and 10 now. Mike Jackson in coverage. Panthers running a little bit of a hurry-up concept here. 3 wide receiver look, Dalton back in shotgun. The give is going to be up the middle here. Jordan Brooks blows the tackle in the backfield. And eventually, Witherspoon is able to make the tackle on the back. Brooks had the man in the backfield dead to rights and you just spun right out of his grasp. He's right there to make the play and just looks like we got a player down for the Panthers here now. That'll be 1st and 10. Megan, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, remember when we were all upset about the early bye week? Can't come soon enough. Yeah, no, I know. We might not be able to field a healthy team at this point for that Giants game next week. I mean, every other play I'm watching, even on that play, Witherspoon came up kind of like shaking his head and, like, oh, Lord. Come on. Stay healthy, guys. The sport's just decimating these guys right now. They can't stay upright. I still come back to it just again, like the lack of the padded practices, the lack of playing any preseason games to these guys. It's like it just doesn't prep your body at all for these hits and stuff. And then you're having them happen for the first time, and it's just bodies don't hold up. I don't know. I don't have an explanation for it. These guys are supposed to be in the best shape of ever, and injury rate now compared to what it used to be back in the day is so different. So different. But thank you, Megan, for the $5. And yeah, that bye week, please come quickly. Come soon. I need a 4-man ambulance. Yeah, Jordan Brooks is not having the best of game. Seen some comments in there. My issue with Jordan Brooks at the time with him is people really do love him a lot in the fan base, and he's not a bad player, but boy, he's got his share of things that go on there. You just come out in the game going, yeah, there's some plays missed there throughout the course of that game. I know the guy's still come back off the injury, and it's great that he is back. First and 10. Andy Dalton in shotgun here. They'll be on the 47-yard line on the Seahawks. Seahawks show a cover 2 look here. Dalton dropping back to throw. Quick little outlet throw to Chuba Hubbard. Dragged down. Good job there. That was a nice job by Brooks there of reading. If you're getting Hubbard in the game, Hubbard's going to get a swing pass. He's going to get a screen. They're really going to try to use him for that when they bring him in. Second down and 9. We got a false start here by the Panthers. Taylor Moton. So back it up a little bit. $6:15 to go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 14 for the Panthers. Hawks up 9-3. Panthers on the 49 of their territory. Seahawks showing a blitz. Pressure in on Dalton. He gets away from it. Big time hit by Devin Witherspoon there to knock him out of bounds. Devin bringing some thunder there and gave him a bit of it. It is a short completion there. This will bring up third down, about 6 or 7. Boye supplying some pressure there on Dalton. Dalton did a good job there of escaping there. The old man showing off some of the legs to get out of the pocket there. And Devin Witherspoon gave a nice little crack. 3rd and 5, we'll call it technically here. And again, we're going to have a false start here by the Panthers offensive linemen. They're getting kind of jumpy there. I've noticed about 3 straight snaps there. You could have called on the last play too. They're getting a little moving a little early right now. Hawks defense beckoning forth the Seahawks crowd to get even louder. Come on, 12s. Come on, 12s. Third down and 10. Big play here in this game. Crowd getting loud. Empty look here for Dalton. 4-man pressure look. Dalton looking to throw. He's got a man wide open and busted coverage out there, and this is going to be a touchdown. Absolutely nobody within 10 yards of DJ Shark post snap. You had a four-man look here. All those guys dropped into coverage. Switch release off the line of scrimmage. I don't know. It's either Julian Love or Diggs' guy. But the zone defense continues to not stop much of anything as far as the pass goes in its zone nature. I don't know who it's on, if it's Love or Diggs there. Dalton 11 for 16 for 130 yards in this first half. 8 yards an attempt, 114 rating, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And doing so, as we've seen for the last 3 weeks, despite the fact that the running game has not been efficient for the Panthers, where they have 7 carries for 25 yards in this game, yet still Dalton's able to flourish. Miscommunications and broken coverages. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, haven't been happier about that depth. Hey, Brandon? Yeah, thank God we got some depth. This would be pretty tough to watch if we didn't have the ability to call upon the guys we do got. And it's something we know prior to the season. You're seeing that it bringing some returns. But we are certainly challenging that depth to the ultimate right now. That is for sure. Thank you, though, Mumbles. I appreciate that. Chase Stern, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, an injury on every other play. This no practice crap has got to stop. Yeah, I don't get it either. I get the no practice. We want to preserve our players and make sure they're healthiest when we get to the season. But it seems to be that the cost of not having the players prepared. I don't know. I'm not a physical medical scientist or whatever. But it is odd that this is injuries are always part of football. But oh my goodness, 1st and 10. Play action pass here by Geno. He's going to look to throw. He's going to take it. Deep shot here to Tyler Lockett. Tyler off of his hands, unable to make the catch. Is that a second drop here for Tyler? No, that's out. That's out too far away from him. He wasn't quite in a place where he could go get that ball. He kind of jumped sideways rather than back to the ball, which might have helped. But 2nd down and 10. Stay composed here. Geno, Damian Lewis back on the field for the left guard position for the Hawks. He'll drop back to throw here. He's looking under pressure, and he's going to be taken down for a sack. We do have a flag on the play as well. Looks like it'll be a hold against the Hawks. It's going to be third and a very, very, very long play. Not as much help today I'm seeing at times here from Waldron to the tackles. Kind of asking him just to hold up one-on-one out there. Third down and 16. Ball is going to be intercepted. Gino just tried to throw an under weird throw even to make at that point. It's not going to be even close to getting the first down there. And Gino just sort of decided, I think, pre-snap that he was going to throw the ball. And momentum is definitely starting to shift away here for the Hawks. Things are starting to get a little bit tight and pressing. I mean, Gino just looked that whole way to that play. It just... Chase, thank you for that $5 donation. I do appreciate it, man, so very much. Michael Hyde, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, is it me, or does it just seem like there's been a lot more injuries this year? It does seem like they're up. I mean, it feels like we always are due. Let me get your, actually, we got another false start here by the Panthers. It does. As you see Michael Hyde with Chase's stern comment below, and you're not the only one that's feeling this as well. It does feel like, yeah, this is a bit much. I mean, we're down 4/5 of our offensive line alone. You're kind of like, how? We've played 2 games. You didn't play any of the preseason. How are these guys this beat up? And you do go back to going, what are you guys doing to prep these guys? I mean, like, I know the sport is just that violent, but like half your team feels like it's out. And it is this way across the league, so it's not just us. 1st and 15, empty look here for Dalton. They're just going to keep throwing. Why not? Completed pass. This will be about a gain of 3 yards. 4:07 to go in the second quarter. Panthers on the 31-yard line of the Seattle Seahawks. Also up 10-9. Also, the Panthers will be getting the ball after half. Second and 13. 3:40 to go. Quick throw out into the flat. Seahawks rally up and make the tackle. This will bring up third and about 8 or so. Michael Chase, though, I agree with you guys. I wish I had an explanation for why we're seeing it as much. I think the padded practices getting taken down has definitely continued to have a lasting impact on these players not having their bodies ready to go when it comes to game days like they used to be able to do. That was the purpose of them doing that back in the day. Those 2-a-days and all the padded practices was to prepare the players' bodies. And that's where the players would decide they didn't like that. So this is what we get instead, I guess, is just players more beaten up. The irony of it, I suppose. 3rd and 8. Seahawks showing a little bit of a blitz here. They're going to bring it. Double A gap blitz, pressure look here. Dalton gets rid of it. Knocked away with Thielen. Artie Burns there, tied in coverage. Very well done by Artie Burns. It was physical coverage down the sideline, right on the line there between where you'd be on maybe a PI play or not. Seahawks bringing the blitz, getting to Dalton there. How novel. I think that's just a good play there. But once again, we get double A gap pressure blitz. You're sending more than just a 5-man pressure rush. You're trying to bring in some heat in there, and it pays off. You get the returns from doing so. 4th and 8 here. Eddie Pinheiro comes out to attempt the extra point. This team has kind of an identity waiting to be had on just running a little bit more pressure-based stuff and trusting that a little bit more. But you see them drop back into the soft stuff. The second they have some success with it, we go right back to the soft zone coverages, which then will get exploited. And you go, why not run more of this thing that's every time you run it, a good thing happens. Seemingly, and it's not going to every time you do it, but this way it at least feels when I'm watching this game and calling it, where it's every time you bring that pressure-based package on the defensive line and you're getting to Dalton, you're causing him you're getting him uncomfortable. Things we talked about at the top. It was in Randall's donation. Got to get the guy uncomfortable. Can't let him just sit in there and feel good about what he's seeing down there. And the Hawks did there, to the credit of Hurt there. Just hopefully more into the second half, you lean into that a little bit because this defense has got to hold on here now going into the rest of this game. And we'll see if the offense can maybe get some points back away here before the end of this half. They have 2 timeouts, 2:39 left to go on the clock, so a good amount of time. Alan Bennett, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate you for jumping on the Hawks Nest. All right, DJ Dallas is going to take this out about a foot into his own end zone. He's going to return this out to about the 27-yard line. Gino and company will take over. Gino threw an interception last time out. He is 8 of 15, 103 yards, no touchdowns and an interception. Sanchez with a $2 donation says, put in Locke. I don't know if Locke's doing a lot better, Sanchez, in there with this one. I don't know if Locke's going to do any better with the 4/5 line down. I know you're saying it kind of half jokingly. Thank you for the donation. All right, 1st and 10. Or I guess it's 3/5 because you have Lewis back in there. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Give in to Charbonnet. He's dancing around looking for some running room here, and he's going to get himself a 3-yard gain. Hawks' last couple of drives have gone away from the run a little bit oddly at times, getting a little bit too into trying to throw the ball. Gino's going to run a hurry up here. 2:17 to go. Dropping back to throw. He's going to let it rip here. DK Metcalf open, makes the catch, and knocked out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Nice play by Gino and company there. 1st and 10. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. 2:08. Clock running. Come on. Come on, Waldron. Clock running. All right, 2-minute warning. Looked like Gino was going to maybe try to see if we get another playoff there, but go down the 2-minute warning. They'll take it to the 2-minute warning. A little more coffee. Kitty. The team needs to win. Help the team win. Alrighty. Mumbles, thank you for the $10 donation. I do appreciate it. It says, man, the heat is real. I hope this isn't one off game for the defense. I mean, it's progressing from last week where it was 3 plays. So we're trusting it more. So that's a nice sign. And the heat is real, man. When we bring it, you see me noting it because I'm looking for it, and you see me mention it in the play when the second I see it, because I'm really locking in on this defense to see if that's a turn of the screw that they twist. And it's one that Coach Carroll is very hesitant to go to. But, like you saw on that broken touchdown play to the back of the end zone, you weren't running a blitz on that play, right? The whole thought process on blitz, we blitz, we leave vulnerabilities on the back end. They're able to hit the big plays for touchdowns. But what we've seen happen is that this soft zone defense, the zone defense, which is supposed to make teams have to earn it up the field all the way, is having some times where there are these holes within it, which are still giving up the big plays. And if you look at overall, as far as, your defense is supposed to just create dink and dunk scenarios, you have Andy Dalton 12 of 18 for 132 yards. You're still averaging 7 yards an attempt. I mean, it's not down to 5-4. You're just not having him just throw to running backs all day here. It's the place where I think that this team could find that adjustment. I really do. And once Adams comes back here, especially, just one more guy in the field that would fit so well together and showing more of a willingness to run those looks. But it does go against, of course, some of Coach Carroll's philosophies in regards to that. But maybe we'll see some more in the next half, Mumbles. Maybe we will. Thank you for your double donation, man. I do really appreciate it. And well said on your part. All right. 2 minutes to go. Seahawks right about the midfield marker here. Zach Charbonnet in the backfield next to Gino. Gino looking to throw here to Charbonnet. Gino gets hit as he throws it. The ball sailed a little bit high. Brian Burns was right there. I think hoping your offensive lineman could hold on there because it's such a short throw you're looking to make there. 2nd and 10. Gino drops back to pass. Lets it rip to Tyler. Tyler makes the catch out of bounds. It's going to be about 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1.5. You go to the run here? I try to call a draw. Do the draw play. Yeah, they do. Panthers were on it too. Charbonnet running strong. I think he's going to get a good spot on this one. I think he's going to get a good spot. Let's see where they got it at. 1st and 10. Nice job. Good play call there on the draw. You got a 4-man front from the Panthers. Just go to it. Gino dropping back to throw again. Lets it rip out to Noah Fant. A little wide there by Gino. Gino just got to settle down. There's a little erraticness to him right now. Just a little bit of a nervousness, energy thing going on with him a bit. Just calm it down. Calm it down, bud. Second down and 10. Blitz coming by the Panthers. Gets it away to DK Metcalf. Metcalf makes the catch. Metcalf still on his feet. Metcalf fighting hard down to the 19-yard line. DK just having a really, really solid half here. And another big catch. Everything's going for 15 yards with him so far in this game. Gino quickly back up with the boys. 110, 19-yard line, back in shotgun. Dropping back to pass. Looking. He's going to whistle this one into the back corner of the end zone away from everybody. Just throwing it away there. 102. Come back here, Waldman, with a run play here. Come back and hit them with a draw or something. Or a screen. Second down and 10. Seahawks have all the time they need here. No need to rush things. Gino in shotgun, 3 wide. Drops back to throw, pulls it back. Looking, just throw it away. Gino didn't like what he saw from his first read and pulled it back down. All right, let's see what Waldron can dial up here. This has been a bit of a trouble spot for the Hawks here so far today in the 3rd down areas of things. 1 of 8 in this game, so. And 3rd and lines have not been particularly kind to them either within that. Gino dropping back to throw. Looking here. He's going to widen through, try to cut to the right, throw back across and over. And overthrows Colby Parkinson there. Good job in coverage by the Panthers. Seahawks are going to go out with their 4th field goal attempt here in this game. Try to bring this within 1. So DK Metcalf matchup here. DK might have been the guy to go to there on that play if Gino was looking his way. 37-yard attempt for Jason Myers, 3 for 3 on the day. Myers is set. Hold is down. The kick is up. And it will be good. So the Hawks creep back to within 1 point of the Panthers here. With 44 seconds left, the Panthers do have 3 timeouts. So a lot of time still left on the clock for them to still do some damage here in this half. But a good drive by Gino and the boys to kind of answer back a little bit here. It's encouraging sign on their part. V-Ray, it's good to see you in the chat, man. I saw a kind comment to you from on my thing here just before I went live. I hadn't had a chance to respond to you yet on it, though. But thank you for that, man, as well as your membership to the Hawks Nest. He says, we play with too much finesse, y'all. Sometimes you got to step up and tell them who the hell we are. Man, V-Ray, I'm in the same place you are with that. I don't like the soft stuff. I don't like the on-the-heel stuff. Let's take it to them. And when you have taken it to them, to your point, you've shown the signs of that being an identity point from in your team if they could embrace that. And it's going to do that, it's going to require Coach Carroll to leave a lot of what he likes to be in his foundations. But this is the kind of identity of the team that you have set up here. Bobby's a good blitzer. Jordan could blitz pretty good, especially when you send that double A gap blitz up the middle like you do. You would like to see it a little bit more, maybe especially when you go in the second half. If Dalton beats you at that point, making these money throws, then he beats you. But he's already shown that, you get him under a little duress, you get him under pressure, and, he's not going to be the same quarterback in how he throws the ball. But when he is comfortable and he doesn't have that pressure back there, he can make the NFL throws back there. He can complete the passes. We'll see what adjustments are going to be big this half of what you want to choose to do or not. But if they just slide in doing the same of what they did in this first half, I think Dalton will continue to kind of pick you apart. 1st and 10 now. Dalton back in shotgun, 3 wide. Running back to his right. Seahawks with a 4-man front. Dalton looking around here. He's going to flip this and complete this to Thielen for a gain of 12. First down. Boy, there's so many easy completions in this Hawks secondary. There's no pressure as well, admittedly. So that was as much as anything. You can't hold on in coverage for 7 seconds. But still not getting any conventional pressure from that front four. Carolina took their first time out, by the way. So 37 seconds left on the 36-yard line in their own territory. A little bit of pressure here now. Throws it sidearm back across the field over to his running back. Completed for a gain of 12. And another first down. On the 50-yard line, 1st and 10, Dalton back in shotgun. Hawks showing a 5-man look, pressure look here. They'll bring it. Running back is quarterback option keeper there for Dalton, I guess. A gain of about 2 yards. Strange play from them. And I'm guessing the Titans are going to probably call a timeout here. Thought he was inbounds. Yeah, timeout. So last timeout now. One more timeout for the Daltons. For the Panthers. Catching Seattle, hoping to catch Seattle unaware there, unable to do so. 2nd and 9. Carolina's right on the edge of field goal range. They're probably about 9 yards or so out, 8 or 9 yards. Pinheiro, a good kicker, as he's shown already in this game, so he's definitely got some good leg to pull it off. 2nd down, 9, 22 seconds left to go. Panthers on the 48-yard line of the Seahawks territory. Hawks showing another 5-man pressure look here with Jordan Brooks. Brooks is not coming. He's going to stay on the running back. Throw is going to be out on an out route, and that's going to be high and away. Incomplete. Devin Witherspoon remaining very good in coverage back there. No separation on the play. Dalton kind of, I think, just de facto throwing that one away. 3rd down and 9. What does Seattle do now? 3rd and 9. Do you go with the 4-man pressure package here, drop into a soft zone? Do you bring the double A gap pressure look blitz that's been good for you in this game so far? 3rd and 9, four-man front there from the Hawks here. Dalton throws it out and wide, and he'll throw it away too far out and away from Adam Thielen, and this will bring up 4th and 9. That's a big stop by the Seahawks defense there. And not allow any points there. Keep this thing close as we go into the half. Boye Mafe again creating some pressure there on Dalton. And just throwing a little too wide. Great camera angle there. Goodness. This bunt's going to go up and trickle on back down to the 3-yard line, where I'm sure the Hawks will come out and down the ball and just down it. Mumbles, thank you for that $10 donation, man. We'll see what they do in the second half on that. You know, Dalton's 14 to 22 for 158. Now, you've done a great job in stopping the run, so that part's been pretty good, but he's doing kind of like what we'd hope you weren't going to let Dalton do coming into this game, which is for the most part be pretty comfortable, free and easy. The pressure's had some moments this half, so it hasn't been completely like the Packer game where you're not getting anything kind of done, but it's also had some of those moments here where it's been inept and anemic, kind of what we've seen throughout this year. Mumbles with another $5 donation. I do appreciate that. Dono Mumbles says, we're weirdly pass happy for having only a starting center and the rest being backups as opposed to, say, outside runs, which have been having success. Yeah, the sudden delineation away from running the ball here in this half has been weird. Kenneth Walker has 8 carries for 60 yards. Charbonnet, 4 carries for 12 yards. But, you know, you've thrown the ball 23 times in this half versus running the ball 13 times, as Gina will take a knee, and that will end us off the half with the Panthers up 13-12. So it's been a bit of an oddity here that it seems that, you know, what you wanted to do coming into this game was you've decided that, you know, what we're going to do is we're going to go a little bit more pass happy in this game. And especially because you've gone pass happy at times without always giving the help in the blocking. You did it really well with this, where you were doing the mass protect stuff. You were sending out only 3 receivers. Gino was having a lot of time to throw the ball. And then as the half wore on, you started going to maximizing out the receivers that you were sending out of the backfield. And then this was limiting down your protections, which was then exposing your backup tackles to the pressures that the Panthers were able to create. I'm a little bit odd in some of the calling with Waldron as that half went along a little bit there. You got points, you got consistent drives, but that was a little bit strange to me too, to see them do that, Mumbles. I'm not sure what to make of exactly, you know, what they're thinking there. Now, the Panthers are down J.C. Horn. It looked like Henderson went down as well, so there's probably a little bit of thinking here of they're vulnerable in their secondary right now, but you're vulnerable with your tackles. Vulnerable on vulnerable, right? Mumbles, thank you for another $2 donation. Says, also, Mafe, dang, my guy, putting in the work for the D. He is, man. He is supplying the pass rush, kind of the only consistent guy in there supplying that pass rush there off the edge here in the first half. He's got his first sack of the year, being very active, though, in a couple of other pressures in this game, which has been helpful. You're not getting a lot else, though, right now out of Bachina, nor out of Darrell Taylor when he's been in there. So hopefully you can continue to give us more of that in the next half here, man, Mumbles. But Mafe looking good. Mafe looking real good. Thank you for all those donos, man. Three donos back to back to back to back. I appreciate that. I'm going to be right back. 1 second. Do me a favor, folks, and hit that like button if you could for me. Just as a reminder as well, we're going to be going through this second half And we will be doing the live stream throughout the second half here at the Hawks Nest. As soon as the game wraps up, I will be going over to the Bleacher Report. So if you have the Bleacher Report app, you can log into that. You'll be able to see me over there on that side of it if you do have that app. But I'm going over there for a half-hour post-game stream over there on their side of it. And then we'll be coming back here for post-game discussion after I finish that stream. So we're going to kind of break it down like that or boil it down like that a little bit here in how this goes for the rest of today. But just want to give you guys a heads up on that because we'll have kind of a hard out as soon as the game ends here on the second half. But we will be back for post-game discussion later on down the mark here today. Get you guys caught up with the action around the league. We've got the Bears down 31-0 to the Chiefs. So Chiefs are giving it to the Bears as we might expect them to do so. The Cardinals are hanging in strong. 20 seconds to go in the second quarter. They're up 18-10 on the Cowboys. The Browns beat down the Titans today and go to 2-1 with a 27-3 victory. The Falcons fall to the Lions 20-6. Lions bounce back after that Seahawks loss. The Packers able to come back down from a couple touchdowns to the Saints and win it 18-17 at home. The Broncos absolutely get just completely embarrassed to the Miami Dolphins 70-20. Absolutely just boat raced in that game. The Chargers able to come out on top of the Vikings, who now go 0-3, and one has to wonder if the Kirk Cousins trade watch will be on here shortly at some point or another now, with the Vikings looking like they're getting closer and closer to being out of this thing here as this year goes along. The Patriots were able to survive a last-minute Hail Mary attempt from Wilson and company with the Jets to come away with a 15-10 victory. And the Bills won 37-3 against the Commanders. A lot of blowouts here, this early game action. The Texans also got C.J. Stroud his first win as a quarterback, 37-17. He continues to look impressive with 280 yards throwing out there with Houston. And the Colts with one of the early shockers, one of the early surprises here. Able to take down the Panther, able to take down the Ravens, and not only take down the Ravens 22-19 in overtime, but take them down at home. Home field advantage in the NFL. It's just not as much a thing, I guess. You know? Not as much a thing. I want to thank as well the sponsor of this show today, which is going to be Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is sponsoring the Hawks Nest throughout the course of this year. And right now, you can get into contests as we go and go out there and win some of these contests. Got the $100,000 Sundays where you can enter in. I recommended this last night, actually, to folks that were on the stream that we were talking about this. They have a one-player pick that you select, and then you're in as part of a kind of a raffle drawing thing where you can win up to $100,000. They're giving away $2 million throughout the course of this year. And it was Tyreek Hill need to get more than 91 yards. And that was looking like it was going to be a favorable thing to happen against that Bronco defense and with Waddle out. And indeed, he got that. So if you were listening to me last night, you got yourself in on that as far as in a good position there. But you can also go there and use my code right now. First time sign up, use my code NEST, or you can click the link down in the description section too. It's also there. They will match you up to $100 of your first deposit up to $100. So $100 on me. Get a little extra $100 in your back pocket. Support the show. Use my code NEST. But thank you very much to Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring throughout the course of the year here. I'm actually looking pretty good in my early pick'ems here. As you can see here, I got 5 picks and I can win 400 if I can pull these all off. So the first one was Purdy getting more than 1.5 touchdown passes. He got it. We've also got Isaiah Pacheco getting 55.5 rushing yardage today. I believe that he is already at that, or almost at that. Jason Myers with more than 1.5 field goals. He's hit that now, of course. And then this will leave me with my last one, which is just the need for Kenny Pickett to throw for more than 200 yards. And as they say, I will be in the money. Wrestle Mark Q, thank you for the $2 donation, Wrestle. I do appreciate it. It says, can we please beat an NFC South team? Can we? When do these guys become world beaters? Come on. Come on. Everyone else can beat them. Why not us? I'd love to see it. I hope we do, man. I hope we do. It's not a game you can kind of color the same way you color the Rams game defensively, saying, well, You've just sat back in these zones, and he is picking you apart. You are showing some moments of a little more aggression. You're showing some moments of a little bit more pass rush, but there's just still too many of those moments as well where it's seemingly too easy for the quarterback on the other side of things. But yeah, I'm wrestling Mark Q. Let's get a dub here against the South team. We lost, of course, went 0-4 against them last year, and be good to get on the other end of this with this one. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, wrong B. Cougs quarterbacks are winners. Go Colts this week. Hey, how about that Gardner Minshew? You know, part of it just proved me right on this too. I was saying this about the Colts when they took Richardson, which is don't rush this guy out there. Don't be in a hurry to get him out there. Like, let him sit for a year. You got Gardner Minshew. You know, if you really want to compete, which is what they, I think are really trying to tell you they're trying to do of being the Indianapolis Colts, then let Gardner run it. You know, let the rookie learn. Let him sit there and kind of come along, but everyone's in that rush to get the guy out there, of course. Everyone's in that rush to get your young rookie, whether he's green or whether he's ready or not, let's go. And that's what they decided to do here as well. And I don't get it, but yeah, I guess Coug quarterbacks are winners, I guess now. And go Minshew Mania, man. Go Minshew Mania. So what do the Hawks do this second half defensively? What does Hurt draw up here? Does he stay in these coverages? Does he stay soft against Andy here? Does he keep letting him pick apart? Does he start to get a little bit too more aggressive, and then that opens it up for the running game for the Panthers at that point? Hawks are close in this, but the second half kickoff is going to the Panthers, of course. Patrick Mahomes is hurt, huh? Ooh. Not good. Stuart asks, we perennially make backup quarterbacks look like superheroes. It's true. I said the second that we saw Dalton was announced as the starter, we all sort of cringed a little bit and went, oh no. Oh no, not this. Not like this. Magic Vlogs, thank you for the $5 donation. I do appreciate that. And I hope you're having a great night. It's good to see you in the chat. Witherspoon doesn't look too bad. Witherspoon's been on it. Very impressive in this game. He has been absolutely on it. His coverage scores, if he can maintain this, are going to look fantastic coming out of this game by PFF. He's been also a very good tackler for you in this game, showing up in that area of things. But he's been on it today. I mean, he's shown you today. You're seeing why this kid was the 5th overall pick. He is super sticky in coverage. He's physical. He plays with a chip, plays with an edge. Love what I've seen out of him today. He's been fantastic. Not just not looking too bad. He's been fantastic in how he's played. Second game as a pro, and he's going like this. I've been very, very impressed by Witherspoon. Great point, Magic Vlogs. Great point. And thank you so much for that donation. Robbie Red, thank you for the $2 donation. It says Broncos country's been real quiet since week 1 of 2022. Yeah, it was one of the loudest fan bases to one of the quietest overnight almost, wasn't it? And like that, it was gone. Never thought I'd reach the stage of maybe starting to slightly feel bad for the Broncos and Wilson, but I'm starting to get there. 70-20. Like, the talk this week is just going to be, and even a week like the last 2 weeks with Russ, where it's, he hasn't played amazingly, but it's really been more on the defense. Defense made Sam Howell look great last week. But, he's still going to get a lot of the shade, will Russ, at that point. Where probably not fair probably as much this time. But it has been very quiet, Robbie. Very, very quiet. And I think it's going to be probably quiet there for a long time to come. Though maybe the joke's on us with this at the end of the day, because they end up landing Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick. They may be a team that's in that contention for the worst team in the league, especially with the Cardinals looking like they're going to be competitive every week, I guess, with their C squad. Not even a B squad, a C squad, like a C- squad. Thank you, though, Robbie. Appreciate that $2 donation. Y2KHA has been a member of the Hawks Nest for 11 long months. You too can become a member of the Hawks Nest right now. We do our Thursday-only members patron stream on Thursday Night Football. Watch it together. Just kind of check out the game, talk shop. But thank you for that long time support of the channel, Y2K. He says, Broncos country, let's ride. Oh, yeah. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. What's the matter, Kitty? What's the matter? I know your needs. I know you're broken up about the game too. I am as well. You know what? We got to get more of the kitty cam in here. That's the problem here at Play. We need more kitty cam. Kitty cam will bring up everybody's spirits. All right, the opening kickoff is up, and a nice return here by the returner for the Panthers. He'll take it up to about the 32-yard line, where the Seahawks defense will look to take over. Here we go. Dalton's going to come out here under center with a 3 wide receiver look. It's been kind of their common look here for the Panthers. The give is going to be to the running back here, Jaron Reed. Nice job there of getting his hands on the back, dragging him down for a yard gain. That looked like it could have been trouble there for a moment, but Reed was able to get his hands on Sanders and bring him down. Seahawks defense has continued as they have through the first 2 games, been very good at stopping the run. This has been very much a microcosm game defensively of what we've seen through the first 2 contests, being stopping the run, giving up yards in the air, and at times easy yards in the air. 2nd down and 9. Again, the 3 wide receiver look from the Panthers. Again, Dalton back under center. Jaron Reed with 6 tackles today. Play action pass. Dalton's going to lift this one up high, and that ball's going to be knocked away. Great play out there by Julian Love. In tight coverage, stuck up a paw and knocked it out too. Well done. He's had some rough moments to begin his Seahawks career here, but that wasn't one. Almost kind of one-handed that as an interception. He almost Odell'd that. Third down and 9. You would think this would be a trouble spot for the Hawks today, but this has been. They are showing that double A-gap pressure, which has worked well for them here. Dalton is going to change the play at the line of scrimmage now. He's seeing the blitz, so he's changing out of it. He feels it's coming. The blitz partially does drop out now. Dalton looking down the football field. Witherspoon there, tight in coverage, and again, he's going to knock the ball away. Witherspoon there in coverage, tight as he's been all day to knock it away on 3rd down, showing you what's up. Seahawks defense with a quick 3 and out to begin things here. Wonderfully done. Witherspoon reacting quickly and well there in coverage, tightly in coverage on Marshall, knocking it away. Very good job by him. 4th and 9. Here's the punt. This will drive back DJ Dallas to his own 10 with some room to work. DJ Dallas is up the football field. Breaks 1 tackle, gets up the field to about the 25-yard line. Nice return there by DJ Dallas. He comes up a little bit slow there on the play. And Gino and the boys will take over now, 1st and 10. But nice job there by the defense. Get off the field quick. Get the offense back out there. Let's try to get this thing, rolling. And Gino looking to find his footing here. Started out 8 of 11 for 103 yards. It's been tough going, sledding since then. Going to see if he can maybe, locate here way to kind of fix this up a bit. A little bit more. You got the opening to run the ball here for the Hawks now. You're within 1. You don't have to force or rush this. 1st and 10. The 24. Jake Bobo goes in motion. Play action pass. Geno Smith is going to throw this deep down to Colby Parkinson, who drops the ball. He had it right in his hands. It was a beautiful touch throw there by Geno. Put it right on a spot for Colby Parkinson, and Parkinson just couldn't reel it in. A perfect throw there, and just Parkinson couldn't bring it in. We do have a flag on the play. As Parkinson puts his hands to his head, he can't believe he missed the catch. And it does look like that is on the Seahawks there, so this will be illegal contact. Oh, no, that's on the Panthers. 1st and 10. That might be Gino's best throw of the game there. Gino in shotgun. Noah Fant goes in motion. Tyler comes back in motion after that. Kenneth Walker with the carry. Not a lot of room to be had there. He'll only get it for about a gain of a yard or two. Second and 9, Gino. Empty look here. He's going to throw it over fast to DK Metcalf, who will make the catch for a short gain, bringing us up to about a 3rd and 3 or so. It looks like Luvu for the Panthers, very good linebacker for them, has his helmet off, and he looks like he's done for the day. So the Panther defense, it's kind of a contest between the Hawks and the Panthers defense right now for who's going to have more injuries here on which side of the ball. Panthers showing a blitz look here on 3rd and 3. They're bringing it. Gino lets it rip out there to Colby Parkinson, who makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds, but he will get a first down. Nicely done by Colby there. Nicely done by Gino to find his hot route on the throw there with the blitz. First down. .12:22 to go. Seahawks on the 43-yard line in their own territory. Gino under center. Walker behind him. Play action pass. Gino's got a man, Nieder Gross Mastos, right next to him. Throws it back across his body. Dangerous throw back to the middle of the field. DK Metcalf comes back to make the catch. First down. DK continuing to have an outstanding day here. Boy, that's a dangerous throw. That's the kind of throw that quarterback coaches will bristle at if quarterback makes those kind of tosses. Go, but DK, good job of coming back to the ball a little bit there. 1st and 10 now. Metcalf, 6 catches, 112 yards in this game. Play action pass again here. Seahawks are going to keep letting it rip in the passing game. Woo! Nice little spin there by Kenneth Walker, and he's going to break 3 for a gain of about 15. We do have a flag on the play, though. Wonderful little spin move there by Walker. Looks like we're going to get a holding call here probably on Seattle, though. Boy, he is a fun running back to watch in the open field. No flag. All right. They're going to pick it up. They're going to pick up the flag. Let's go. First down. Hell yeah. Walker with an unbelievable spin move. I mean, that thing was nasty. Got the sideline pumped up on that one. Woo! Your washer at home don't spin that fast. All right, we got DJ Dallas as the quarterback lined up now. He'll do a read option, give here, keeper, take it up the middle here, and he'll gain about 6 or 7 yards. Second and short. This drive is just what the doctor ordered here. Damian Lewis out clearing the way in front of him. Dallas running strong. 10:44 to go here in the third quarter. Once again, DJ Dallas back as the quarterback on this play. Gino lined out as a wide receiver. DJ is hemmed up in the backfield there, and he's going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage potentially here. Third down, and it will continue to be third and short. Probably should have given it to Charbonnet there. DJ just wanted to keep it. Seattle's got kind of a two-way option there where Charbonnet is coming back as the fly sweep man, And DJ can give it to the fly sweep man or keep it and take it up the middle when he's running this. And he's kept it on both of them. Third down and 3 here for Geno and the boys. Trips look to the far side of the field. Geno drops back to throw. He gets a blitz here, and I don't think he was expecting that blitz. Quick pressure knocks him down. 4th and 3. Where you like Geno take a little more time at the line of scrimmage there as he's kind of setting things up before he determines he's got to snap that ball. Make sure, like he caught him before earlier in this game, catch him when you think you got him blitzing here. So here comes Myers, 4 of 4 today on field goal kicks. He's going to attempt a 39-yarder here. The snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is through. All right, there we go. So the Hawks will retake the lead back here, 15-13 here in this game. And we got a tight one. We got a little bit of a tight one. Just a little tight. Mumbles, thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for all your donations today, Mumbles. He says, man, how much crap did Perna talk to deserve this happening to his team and Russ? Also, right now, it's indeed Broncos country. Let my soul die. Yeah, it's probably definitely reached that stage for pretty much all Bronco fans. You're looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and the light doesn't seem to clearly be existing at this moment. You're going, but maybe it'll all turn out good. I mean, hey, if I'm a Bronco fan and coming into the season, if I come out as the end result is we're the worst team in the NFL, but then we're going to get Caleb Williams, I mean, I can dry my tears on that particular tablecloth. You know what I mean? I'm not going to, I won't turn it over too much at that point, because as it stands right now, if you're just merely like 5-12, 5-13, 5-12 bad, you're not necessarily going to be picking a place to still go get that quarterback, and you're still in the situation of what to do with Russ at that point. I think you got the number 1 overall pick, that makes a lot more clear on what you want to do. But yeah, they definitely, you feel for Berna, man, out there. I feel for him. It's a brutal thing he's going through as a fan there right now. But look, he's at least on a fan base of the Broncos that they've won themselves a Super Bowl within the last 10 years. They've got multiple Super Bowl wins in their team's history. Been to a Super Bowl many times over beyond that. They're not one of those fan bases that I'm going to have a lot of sympathy for, especially because they're a former AFC West rival. So that automatically removes any sympathy right on the surface of things. But the fact that they've had that success too, it's like, no, I'm not giving you that at that point, Mumbles. I'll feel a little bit of a twinge of something, but then I'll quickly push that down and bring the hate back up. Sanchez, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, we need a player that galvanizes the team's identity, like Marshawn. Without that, we're just Carroll's platitudes. Well, it's well put, man. I think that the team, to your point on that, is still looking to find what their identity is. It's a team with a lot of very good players, a team with a lot of guys that can be very impactful for you. But that I think it's a fair point to bring up of what is the identity right now. What is it about your team and what you do and how you do it? And I don't think that that's become clear yet, Sanchez. And I do agree with you. I think that's something that's going to have to become clear over the course of the season. And if not over the course of the season, over the course of the next couple of years, if they're going to hope to ascend to a contending status, is that they they find that identity like you talk about. But I think it's hard to do. I think it's hard to kind of force it to happen. It's kind of got to have it naturally as you set the environment up right for it to occur, I think, a little bit. Thank you though, man. That donation, Sanchez. I think you got like a triple dono today, so thank you for all that. All right, Dalton back in shotgun now here on 1st and 10. He's going to drop back to throw. He's under some quick pressure here. Ball's tipped up into the air and was almost intercepted there. 2nd and 10. Seahawks getting some very quick pressure there in on Dalton. It's like Derek Hall got in the back there. Seattle brought just a 4-man front, and oh boy, Mafe, and then you have at Mario Edwards Jr. both creating some quick pressure there. Edwards right back there. Derek Hall tipped the ball up. 2nd down and 10. Seahawks looking at 5-man pressure look they're showing here. 3 wide receiver look. They drop out of their pressure. Completion, 11 yards. Easy completion to the tight end. Julian Love is really struggling on those routes where he's got to rally up from playing the cover 2 shell and then rally up on the receiver that he's got to come pick up in coverage. He's really struggling at that. He is like about 2 steps slow every time they run those kind of routes on him. And this is probably going to be passing. Did he catch that ball? Oh my God. DJ Shark just caught an incredible pass down the field. Easily could have been pass interference. I mean, he was getting completely messed with, and that's just a great catch. Strong hands. Mike Jackson gives up a big play deep. Oh, Pete, you didn't just challenge this just to challenge this, did you? Oh, this is one of those. Is this one of those Pete desperation challenges? I don't know why Pete's challenging that. I guess it's technically touched, but he's holding the ball. I don't think the ball was changed by the thing. I think it's a catch. And I agree. That looks like, I mean, this is maybe going to be a costly timeout. You're going to maybe need all of your timeouts in this game. And you could just see Pete didn't even want to throw the flag. Like the officials are coming over going, he's like, no, I didn't want to throw it. I didn't. It's like, what do you... Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says new AP ranks out WSU 16, UW 8, both move up. That's good, man. Snail, they should. I mean, WSU, you get a top 15 win. You know, that should be putting you up into that territory at that point, Snail, in my opinion, especially being that they were already undefeated coming into the game. But they're on the rise, man. On the rise. That Apple Cup matchup this year is looking pretty tasty. The final Apple Cup matchup, maybe. In 120 some years. Thank you for that donation, though. I do appreciate you for that, Snail, very much so. Feed Me More Seahawks with a $2 dono. Thanks, Feed Me More Seahawks. Jalen Carter, who? He says. That's right. Witherspoon's going to quiet down some of the Jalen Carter stands today. I would hope, because he's looked really, really good. Really good. So we'll see if that does start to be the case. We get a little bit more folks going, okay, yeah, maybe he's all right. I mean, maybe he's okay. Maybe he's pretty good too. Sector 7, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, as you said, great minds think alike. We both got Walker in fantasy. Bowman. Business is Bowman with Mr. Walker in fantasy. Just need to get a couple more touchdowns for him now, right? Sector 7. But yeah, he was the one guy I took off the Seahawks team in fantasy that I thought was going to be in line for a potential 1,300, 1,400 yard year. I still maintain I think he can get that. I mean, look what he's doing right now with backup tackles and backup guards, and it's pretty good so far with just that. But he's showing you that he's legit, and he's such a fun back that I'm glad we have him. Glad he's on our team, and him and Charbonnet are going to be a good combination for years to come. 1st and 10 here for the Panthers. Run game is quickly snuffed out by Jordan Brooks in the backfield for a tackle for loss. Jordan comes up, grabbing onto his back a little bit there, because everybody's got to be injured after a play, it seems like. The play did stand on the field, by the way, which is understandable. That's one of those moments where technically the ball does hit the turf, but it's not being moved at that moment, right? It's hitting the turf, but it's not moving or getting jostled. He's controlling the catch all the way through. I think that's a good, proper call there in that moment. 2nd down and 11 now for Seahawks showing a blitz. They showed a little too early. Dalton picked it up. And Dalton with a missed throw there. Blitz, the showing of the blitz threw him off a little bit. See, once again, we get Dalton. You get a blitz, you get him uncomfortable. You get him uncomfortable, and he's not the same as far as his accuracy goes. He's a little bit like Goff. You let him sit back there and just kind of, he's going to do it. And I know he's done some damage today as far as against the pressure looks to a degree. I mean, there has been some problems where he's been able to get free and show off a little bit of like 36-year-old mobility and still make some tough throws. But don't let him be comfortable as well. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11, big play here in this game. Panthers right on that edge of course, my stream goes toach. Here we go. Come on. Stay together with me, stream. 3rd and 11 here. Dalton back to throw. Seahawks bringing some pressure. Errant throw is going to get down at the feet of Miles Sanders. 4th down and 11. Great job in coverage there. Jordan Brooks close. Good job on his part. Now, he was open. No, he was not good in coverage there. Miles Sanders was open by 3 yards. But the pressure, very quick pressure getting back there. That looked like that might be Boye Mafe back there again. Very quickly back in the backfield. And this will bring out Eddie Pinheiro, who is 2 for 2 in this game with a 47 and a 44-yarder. This one's going to be from 55 yards. The hold is down. The kick is up. It's going to stay. No good. Let's go. Woo. All right. Boy, that thing looked good off the foot and just did a subtle little just to keep it moving. Just to keep it moving. Just to keep it Keep going. Oh. You know what I mean? Let me wipe off this sweat. Holy hell. Holy hell. Well, good job by the defense there and dialing up a little bit more pressures on that drive. You know, let's go, Clint. This is bringing you good stuff today. It's brought you good stuff throughout the day. And again, you're seeing it here. I mean, you don't even have to have the pressure get there sometimes. You don't even have to bring the pressure sometimes. We've had the benefits of it today when we've brought the pressure here and there, brought the pressure, and then showed the stack front, showed the guys up on the line of scrimmage, showed that double A gap pressure look, and then drop out of it. And even that's been enough to freak Dalton out at times. You know, he's not one of those guys who knows exactly what he's seeing out there all the time. And especially if you kind of change things up and make him have to question a little bit of what he is seeing and going on out there. Great to see the Hawks, though, you know, forcing a little bit more of the action here, defensively speaking. Very, very nice to see. Sector 7, though, I'm glad to hear your fantasy's going well, brother. And let's go, Kenneth. Let's go, Kenneth. Mumbles with a $2 donation. Appreciate you, Mumbles. Says more heavy packages for the first drive of the half. I missed that on your deal there. I look like they were running a little bit of those. I saw a couple 2 tight end looks in there and stuff throughout that drive. So it looks like Mumbles, they took a little bit of your advice with that on that first drive of the half when they had it. I think, again, thinking about running here is not the worst way to go. 16 carries, 79 yards, almost a 5-yard per carry average. You've run the ball pretty well on this side of things today. Granted, 36 of those yards came on a long of Walker there that brought that, but I don't think the Panthers have yet necessarily stopped you in the running game. And let's also consider right now you have Shaq Thompson out. They're really good linebackers coming into this already out of the game, and now they're also down Luvu. So 2 guys that are very important to what they do in stopping the run out now. Certainly something that you would like to challenge from a Seahawks standpoint here as we go forward, offensively speaking. And the Hawks are going to be set up with some very good field position here with 8:09 to go in the third quarter. Going to be right up near the midfield stripe. Play action pass. Gino throws it to Parkinson. Parkinson wide open for a 15-yard gain. Hawks continue to throw the ball free and easy here. Five field goal drives today for your Hawks. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Gino under center. Jake Bobo goes in motion. Pitch play out wide to Kenneth Walker. He dances back the other way. We're going to get a holding flag here as he is going to get finally dragged down for about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Another flag comes out here. Another flag came out late. So, the first flag, which is going to be definitely holding on us, where the play was originally going to. And then after he broke it back the other way, we have another flag in addition to that. Basically, the whole field is just littered with yellow flags right now. Every official dumped their package on that one. I don't know what the record number of flags is addicted. It's a lot. It's probably up in like the 30s. Officials doing a lot of talking here, trying to sort all this out. This guy was holding. This guy was pulling a face mask. This guy was giving this guy the business. This guy was just insulting me. You're out of here. You're cool. You suck. All right, so holding on the Seahawks is one of the flags. That's declined. Personal foul, something, and they shift away from showing the personal foul penalty, I guess, which they're putting that on DK. I don't know what DK did on that. He wasn't doing anything super cray. Oh, they got DK on the crackback block. Okay. I'm sure people are going to, great. I'm going to have my whole post-game stream with people freaking out about the crackback block of him. Did you see him do the illegal still? He can't turn it off. Can't turn it off. Like, I mean, I'm not, once again, I'm going to be I'm going to turn it into a DK stand. That's how this is going to go. So I'm just like, what? It wasn't one of those blatant, he didn't Heinz Ward him. He wasn't looking to break jaws there. He just came by and gave him it was a good little chip. It wasn't, it wasn't egregious. 1st and 25. How is Waldron going to play this one now? Seahawks back on their own 48-yard line in their territory. They're going to go empty here to start things out. Gino dropping back to throw. He's going to go deep here. He's got Kenneth Walker deep. Kenneth Walker with the catch. Big time play down the football field. Very nice to see. That'll be a first down. Kenneth aligned wide, just ran a 9 route up the football field. And he's there and makes the catch. Well done. Well done. First down and 10 here for the Hawks. Gino back to throw. We've got a flag here on this play. Gino, just throw this away. Thank you. He does so. That play just didn't look good from the start there. Did we not have enough guys in the line of scrimmage maybe there? Boy, the officials are doing a lot of talking today. Things just not seemingly really clear to them on stuff. It's a lot of discussion and turning things over and trying to figure out what's what and what do we want, who's where. Okay, it took them about 3 minutes to figure out how to call a false start on that play. So 1st down and 15 here. Great throw there by Gino out there. Kenneth Walker on that deep throw, though. That's a way to get 1st and 25 torn off the books, huh? It's a good way of doing it. Both teams today with 6 penalties in this game. 6 for 45 for Carolina, 6 for 55 for the Seahawks. Gino back in shotgun now, 3 wide. He's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Panthers showing a 4-man look, probably change it to a run play here. And indeed he is. He's going to give it to Walker. Walker's going to dance around a little bit, and he's going to, he had to pick and find his way through to find every yard that he found there. There wasn't any holes created, but he was able to get about 3 or 4 yards there on 1st down. They're giving him 5. It's all a nice run. That was a really nice. Walker still continues to look really good. There was not 5 yards of opening by your offensive lineman on that particular play. Walker 124 total yards now in this football game. 5:55 to go in the third quarter. Geno in shotgun from the 16-yard line. Seahawks in Panthers territory. Play action pass. Geno dropping back. Hits Noah Fant. Noah Fant still up on his feet, able to get this ball down right inside the 5-yard line for a first down. Seahawks. Nice job there by Mr. Noah Fant. Let's go. Good pass there by Geno. Got that throw in there nicely so Fant could catch it and get to work quickly. Fant showing why he is always so steady here. May not be flashy, but he is steady. Seahawks come out now in a 2 wide receiver look. We got Bobo on the field. Panthers think it's a run. And indeed, it's going to be a run here. Walker bouncing around inside. Seahawks pushing the pile forward a little bit. Another nice little run by Walker where there wasn't a lot to be had there, but he's able to pick up 3.5, 4 yards on the play. Well done there. Well done there. Second down and goal. Seahawks again, 2 wide receiver look here. Bobo in motion. The give is going to be back into Walker. They're going to continue to try to run this ball. It's right there at the thing. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 1 now. Is this 2 down territory for Coach Carroll? Is this 2 down territory? Field goal still allows the Panthers to win it with a touchdown, so interesting to see what happens here. 3rd down and goal. Another gives 3 straight times into Walker. He dances around, and it looks like he's found pay dirt. And indeed he has. Seahawks touchdown. Let's go. Kenneth Walker had to, all the way through on that drive, kind of pick and choose to find where he was going to find some daylight there, and indeed had to do so there again on this carry. Where it looks like the first hole kind of got Burns, blew that hole out, and then he waited for Burns to pass, and then went back through the area that was vacated by Burns to find a little bit of crack of daylight there to get the touchdown in. Nicely done by the Seahawks. What an answer of a drive there by them. Couple of penalties to put them behind the sticks at moments, and they were still able to overcome it. Geno Smith with a nice drive that he executes up the field there. We do have Anthony Bradford on his butt right now at the moment. Looks like something going on with Bradford's ankle. Ooh, he rolled his ankle a little bit, it looks like. Right at the end of the play, Bradford rolled his ankle. So he leans down there for a second. Looks like he's going to be able to get up off of deal. Hopefully that's one of those rolls where if you've ever been in basketball and you've had this happen, you roll your ankle and it hurts like a mother for about 2 minutes. You know, the sweat works turn on and it starts going down and it hurts. But then sometimes it'll you walk on it a little bit, get your breath a little bit, and it can feel a little bit better there. Good to be able to at least have him have the opportunity here to go on the sideline after the touchdown to kind of feel it through. This is a big extra point here for Myers. The Seattle Seahawks are up right now as it is by 8 points. This can put you up by 2 scores here with this Panther offense. Kick is down. The kick is up. The kick is good. Let's go. Let's go. Seahawks take the lead 22-13, 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. Excellent. This offense has looked absolutely excellent to start this second half off. They've looked good throughout the day. Hard to knock them on, what is that, their 6th offensive drive, I think, touched the 6th offensive scoring drive in this game, if I'm not mistaken. They've been right on top of it. Woo! Mumbles with the $5 donation says Panthers punter is 7 for 7 from 50 yards or more. Announcer jinx moment. Yeah, that's just how it works, man. Those announcers know what they're doing too. They know what they're doing. They know they're moving the universe in the element. They love to do it with the field goal kickers. He's 4 of 4 on kicks at 50 yards. Here's his 5th kick of the year from over 50 yards. Definitely going to be made, right? Oh, we jinxed him. Who could have seen that again? Panthers got a good punter, though, man. He puts in work out there. Thank you, though, Mumbles, for all your donos today. I love that drive. I hope you did, too, there, by what they just did. Definitely a little more of the 3 wide receiver sets on that drive. But to your point on that first one with your other dono there, that first drive of the half was there's a little bit more of the 2 tight end looks in there, to my eyes. Megan with the $2 donation. K9 keeping me alive in fantasy, says Megan. He's probably doing work for me too on mine, Megan. So and I got him one. He's in one of my leagues right now, and so he's helping me out big time as well. Because Daniel Jones was my quarterback this week. Daniel, here's my face against the Niners, looking at the Niners defense. Folks, let's get a shot of Daniel Jones looking over that Niners defense and masterfully deciding what he's going to do from audible. That's my impression of Daniel Jones. So I need Walker to hold it down today, Megan. I need me some of that Walker love, that canine love. Appreciate you though, Megan. Thank you for that $2 donation. Not just $2, but all the donations today on the channel today, Megan. As you always are, very, very kind in your support. Mumbles with a $5 donation. Says DK did something bad. Instantly fix the next play to make it irrelevant. Exactly. Mumbles, and he's laughing out loud. It's my whole thing with the DK thing is I get that the folks are, would like him to get the certain stuff cleaned up, but he plays with such an edge and he plays with, he cares so much and he's trying so hard. It's coming from a really good place. It ain't coming from like a toxic place or a spot where he's not trying to help you win the football game or he's trying to do something selfish. It's not coming from that place. And that's why I tend to give it a little bit more patience when it comes to DK for that, when you have little moments like that do pop up. And like we saw in that moment here, and like I've said about in the past, and those moments, as much as they might rankle or it really is never, you can't really point to having really ever cost you the game, having these things come up. Like it just didn't cost you on that drive where you're still able to go get the touchdown. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to hear, Mumble, when we do the post-game discussion in a couple hours, there'll be a few folks in there going, where is he ever going to get this penalty stuff fixed? Because this is a problem now. It's a big issue now. No, it's not. It's not. DK is awesome, and they'll say, meanwhile, he's, got a game here where he's targeted 8 times, has 6 catches for 112 yards. It's been awesome. Awesome. But thank you, Bumbles. Thank you for all your donations today, man. I appreciate it. All right, Andy Dalton and company are going to take back over here. 2 wide receiver look. They're going to give it to Chuba Hubbard here, and he's going to be drugged down to the ground very quickly by Julian Love for only about a gain of 2.5. Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. He says the refs are injecting themselves into this game. Yeah, it's been a bit of a both thing for me on this a bit between the, both sides in the way they've called it. It's been a little more of a tighter game. This is a crew that's definitely going to be a little more flag-free, footloose and flag-free. Dalton drops back to throw here, a little bubble screen play. Great job by Devin Witherspoon. Absolutely gets around the block off the bubble screen so quickly there to go make the tackle for an almost no gain. Absolutely great job by him on that play as he continues to look sensational in this second bit of action that he's getting here. 3rd down and long for the Carolina Panthers. Let's get him off the field, get your hot running offense back on the field. 5-man pressure look from Seahawks is how they're showing it at least. Diggs up around the line of scrimmage. He drops out of it. Pressure's coming on Dalton. That ball is an errant throw to Nowheresville. Oh! That flag was so late. That flag was so late. Oh, that official waited for 30 seconds after that play was done before he called that flag. And it wasn't even a catchable ball. That's Dalton throwing a freaking miracle. Just talking about a second ago, these officials aren't letting the players play today. It's over officiating, and it's both sides. It's on both sides. That is dumb pass interference, though. He pushes back off of Witherspoon. That's what creates the separation in the first place. Didn't impact the play. It went back and forth with the hand fighting. That's a no call. And the fact that he waited so long to make that call, the fact that he sat there and had to deliberate and think on it, you official have to think back through that so much to come to determination it's a PI. It's not a PI. It should be clear if you're going to make the call. I don't know what's going on here. Sanchez, right as you say, refs are inject themselves in the game too. That's after. This happened after you put that into your donation. On point, my man. Completely on point. Let the players play, man. Let the players decide this thing. Nobody wants to see a game with 20 flags. And again, I'm not saying it's just us. It's gone both ways. But there's been a lot of ticky-tack calls in this game going both ways. 2nd out and 10 now. Looks like the fans doing a good job being loud here today in this game. 3 wide receiver look for the Panthers. Shotgun look here. Dalton drops back. Hawks are doing a good job of getting pressure here. We're starting to get a little bit more of an avalanche-y kind of feel to the pass rush. Less of the nice, well-constructed pockets for Dalton to throw it into. You're getting things pushed down just a little bit. 3rd down and 3. The Panthers are going to run a little bit of hurry up here now. Look for them to go to Thielen on a little bit of an option route here, I would bet. Thielen in the slot on Artie Burns. Dalton's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage versus what he's seeing. 3rd down and 3. Dalton drops back to throw. He's got a little bit of time. He's going to throw it. I think he's got somebody open, and he does. Artie Burns gives up the catch there to Adam Thielen. Big play down the field, gain of about 15 yards. First down and 10 for the Panthers on the 31-yard line of the Seahawks territory. Press look, and we've got a false start here by the Panthers. Johnny Utah, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I do appreciate it, Johnny Utah. And for all members of the channel, we'll be continuing to do Thursday night football streams at 5 o'clock for a couple hours. So if you are a member of the channel, do check that out with me every week, as we'll be over on that side of things, Johnny. But thank you for becoming a member of the channel. I do appreciate you doing that. Welcome aboard. Wu-Tang, I see you got a donation in there. Bear with me just 1 second on that. 1:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 15 for the Panthers. Seahawks up 22-13. Seahawks corners off coverage look here. And again, we've got another false start. The 12th man is maybe having as much an effect as I've seen here in recent history in this game. That's about the 4th or 5th false start penalty for the Panthers. Way louder than we've been in recent history, which is nice to see. And Dalton's trying to do a lot of changing plays here in this stadium. He's trying to do a lot of let me get into the right call type of thing. And that's hard to do in this stadium with a lot of those checks like this. And now he's trying to run it. Especially if the fans are being loud like seems like they are here today. The rain, got a little bit of a drizzle going here. 1st down and 20 now for the Panthers. Dalton going to throw this out to the flat. And that ball is going to be dropped. Miles Sanders was looking to run with it before he caught it. Sometimes that'll happen. He had a little bit of space, it looked like, maybe to work with, but already getting that head turned around a little too early. You can see the helmet turn before that ball is there. 2nd down and 20. 46 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dalton. Empty look here for the Panthers. Seahawks creeping up a blitzing down into the line of scrimmage. They'll bring it. Dalton lets it rip through, and he will complete it down there for a gain of about 16, 17 yards there. So bring up 3rd down. Nice throw by Dalton. Hawks let it. You kind of see what Diggs there is. He's got to come up on the tight end like we've seen with Julian Love. It's hard when you've got to be off coverage as a safety and then drive up on that route post-snap. 3rd down and 5. 3 wide receiver look again here for the Panthers. Dalton's going to change the play again here at the line of scrimmage. He's adjusting things around every which way. A lot of moving parts here for Carolina pre-play here. And that ball is going to be completed. by Thielen, and that is going to be at the 1. Somehow, in that moment there, you ended up with Bobby Wagner on Adam Thielen. I'm not sure how that worked out that way. One sec, I'll be right back. Wu-Tang Financial, thank you for that $5 donation. Says, I don't care if DK gets penalties. He's a monster, and I want some range riders on my team. Some tone setters. Some game roosters. I love it, Wu-Tang. Well put on your part, and I don't care either. DK gives me the kind of game he's given us today in the receiving department of things. I will do a price of doing business for one good crackback block where he lets those defenders know they need to keep their head on a swivel. When DK's around, you better be watching every which way. Don't worry about getting tackles. Worry about protecting yourself, okay? Sucker. But thank you, Wu-Tang. Thank you so much for that donation, brother. I do really appreciate that. And you guys are very kind as ever with the donos. Megan with a $2 donation says, we are 12s. Hear them roar. 12s doing their part today. Well, we got 5, 6 false start penalties here. Certainly, it's hard to hear in there, that's for sure. Panthers got a good drive going, though. 8 plays, 74 yards. It's taken up 3 minutes and 52 seconds of the clock. Certainly answering back on the Seahawks touchdown as they have here. And they are now down at the 1 yard line here with a 1st and goal opportunity. Ran in the cut. Thank you for being a member of the Hawks Nest now for 2 months. He says the 12th man is alive and well. Let's effing go. Hey, let's effing go. They're woken back up today. It's great to see. Here we go with a 1st down run. And that is going to be Teddy. Is that a touchdown? Touchdown for the Panthers. They're going to call it a touchdown. Looked like he got in. The Panthers will now answer back here with the score. Mumbles with another $5 donation. Thank you, Mumbles. I do appreciate it. He says, hey, look, I found the soft zone coverage. It's like, where's Waldo? But hurts my soul each time I find it. Yeah, we still have remained in the soft zone coverages today overall against the Panthers. And it's not that the defense hasn't had some moments where it's looked better and improved. You got the 3 and out to start this half off. There's been some good parts in this defense today. But at the end of the day, once again, you're up 267 yards given up so far here to Andy Dalton, and you still have a whole quarter of football left to be played. And he hasn't been amazing today, but he's been pretty doggone good, and you've allowed him to be pretty good with the soft zone coverages once again. The team just does not like to blitz. It's really just anti-Coach Carroll's DNA, and even a day like today where you've had a good 4, 5, 6 times where you've either blitzed or shown a blitz and gotten great results from it. If you look at the majority of the big completions in this game, it's coming on the back of four-man fronts. The extra point will be up and good. So the Panthers are 20-22 Seahawks here now, 14:55 to go. Mumbles, thank you for all your donations, man. And that's off zone defense. It can be a frustrating one. I'll tell you what. It can be frustrating. It just sometimes feels like you're giving up so many easy completions with the zone defense. Looks like Derek Brown is not on the field here. Or no, yeah, wait. No, he will be out. They haven't kicked off yet. He's fine. All right, here's the kick. DJ Dallas will field it and take it on up here now. And he gets a nice return here. Brown looks like around the 30-yard line or so. Got some fighting going on here between Panthers and Seahawks here a little bit. Trying to break it up. Panthers injuries today. Luvu is questionable return. CJ Henderson looking like he's not going to return. Xavier Woods is out. Jonathan Mingo is out as a receiver for the Panthers. So down quite a lot of bodies. I know we're down some guys on the offensive line. The Panthers are at least matching us as far as how much they are down right now, defensively speaking, goes. See how the offensive line looks if Bradford comes back out here, or if you actually do indeed have. Looks like Bradford is back out there. First pass here from Geno Smith. He's going to throw this to Colby Parkinson. Parkinson's going to catch it and get up the football field for a gain of 17, 18 yards there. Hawks offense working well now. Geno back into being patient. Kind of started out the game really patient, playing within himself, and got a little jumpy as the game went along here. He's gotten back into the groove. And a good job here, patience-wise, to let Parkinson get off that block and then find him after he gets free. Great job by Geno there. 1st and 10. Seahawks up at the 48-yard line in their own side of the field. 2 wide receiver look here, 2 tight ends. Quick throw to Noah Fant. Nice job there. That was kind of a new little wrinkle there. Kind of play it like you're going to do the read option look, but instead just make a quick little pop pass out there to Noah Fant. Worked well. No Disley today. Still featuring the tight ends quite a bit in this offense. First down and 10. The Seahawks on the 39-yard line of the Panthers. Geno back with a 3-man backfield. 2 tight ends to his right, running back behind him. Pitch play to Charbonnet. It's a guy in the backfield quickly. Charbonnet finding room, finding a hole. Much like with Walker, being really patient and showing off really good vision there. There was early penetration there that he had to kind of reroute through. Then he had to go find the hole after getting past the early penetration, able to do so and get up the football field for a gain of only 4. But it's a play for a lot of running backs. We talk about the difference of having a back that's a circa second-round pick versus kind of a street guy or a late-round guy. Here's your difference right here. A late-round guy maybe gets drugged down the backfield here. Doesn't have the vision to get free here. Charbonnet does on that play. Nice job. 2nd and 6. Hand off into Charbonnet again here, running strong. Running strong and looking bouncy and running for a first down carry there for Charbonnet. Nicely done. Seahawks offense is moving well here. He's got the elusiveness with the power. He's got it both. Ball on the 25-yard line of the Panthers. Geno and company are going to come out now under center. Charbonnet still in the backfield here on this drive. The give is going to be to Charbonnet once again. Again, just yards to be had there right now. 10, 11-yard gain before he's finally drugged down. Carroll wants whatever. Looked like the defender gave Charbonnet a little extra on that. We do have a flag. I don't know if they're going to call that on us or it's going to be on the... Looked like maybe there was already the whistle, and then he decided to flip Charbonnet down onto his back post-play. Carroll pissed off about it. It's tough when you got a runner like Charbonnet, though. You can't get the guy again. You can't get the guy down, you know. You're doing all you can. He's got Bradford probably pushing on his head, too, at the same time. All right, 1st and goal. 11:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Seahawks coming off a touchdown drive last time. A lot of running on this drive here. Give is going to be into Walker. Walker bouncing it outside. Walker's got a clear path and a touchdown. Seahawks. Let's go. Don't overthink it. You're putting your will on them. You're winning at the line of scrimmage. Don't overthink it. Don't start thinking you got to get back to the pass game if you're Walden. The holes, the openings are there. Maybe perhaps you're starting to get this Panther defense starting to kind of wilt maybe just a little bit. You got backups in there across the board. Challenge them. Challenge them up front. Very well done. The 1-2 combination of Charbonnet and Walker has been magnificent today. And here comes Myers with the extra point, and Seahawks will maintain a 9-point lead, 29-20, with still 11:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Walker with a little bit of Walter Payton kind of run at the end there with the high foot thing at the end there. A little Walter Payton nod there. I like that. I like this kind of Potter. I like this kind of Potter. And indeed, another touchdown from... Sorry, I got to talk to Bleacher Report here real quick. Cool. Just as a reminder, folks, we are going to be winding down the fourth quarter. I know we have a lot of people in the chat usually here for the post-game discussion. We'll be going right up until the end of the game, and then I'm bouncing over to do a Bleacher Report post-game wrap-up over there really quickly, and then we'll be doing the post-game discussion here probably about an hour after the game ends or so. An hour, maybe an hour and a half, might get something to eat. I don't know. But, yeah, so if you guys are looking to do some discussion on this game afterwards, we will be back to do that later on. But I just want to let you know we do have a hard out, because Bleacher Report wants me over there like instantaneously once we end up. So just be prepared on that as we wrap up here to where I've got to bounce over there quick once this does end up today. If you guys do get a chance today, we have well over 600 people in the chat here today. If you guys could for me, please hit that like button. Just slam on that like button. Sub on up if you're not subbed on up. It does help this channel out. We're on the road right now to try to get to 15,000 subs this year. Look like we're going to get well over that mark, but you can help us get there quicker by subbing on up today. I would really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone today who is watching on the stream out there, wherever you are watching from. I really appreciate you checking out. You can be watching anything, anywhere. You can be watching the live telecast, but you're here checking the game out with me, and I want to let you know I really do appreciate that. I have a great time here doing this with you guys, and I love doing these play-by-plays. Joker, thank you for subbing up, man. You're awesome. Is that our, seventh scoring drive today? Seventh scoring drive for the offense. Kenneth Walker, 135 total yards in this game. See if the defense can hold it up now. There is still a lot of time left on this clock. All right, 1st and 10, fair 25-yard line here for the Panthers. That 3 wide receiver look that's been their mainstay is again what they're going to run out here. Hawks coming out with a four-man front. A little bit of pressure in Dalton's face. That ball's going to float back and go incomplete there. Trying to find a big play down the field is Dalton there. Good job getting some pressure there. Cardinals look like they might have an opportunity here to take out the Cowboys now. Whoa. 2nd down and 10. Dalton drops back to throw again here. No surprise. Doesn't find something initially, and then he's going to throw this out and away. This will be 2nd down and 10. This will be 3rd and 10 now. Good job by the Seahawks defense there. Back-to-back plays, getting some pressure in on Dalton. Third down and 10. Big play in this game right now. Seahawks showing a blitz look, dropping up out of it. Dalton looking over the middle, and he completes it for a 1st down. Dang, man. Again, you got Bobby Wagner ending up somehow in coverage on Adam Thielen. Just would like to match that up across the board, man, and run a little bit of a pressure look there. You know, just a little bit of guts there to go and push that to them. Don't leave them that. Zone defense for the Hawks again, just staying soft. 1st and 10. Another soft zone defensive play. Another completion given up. And you know what's happening here is Coach Carroll's leaning into this. This is what a defensive-minded head coach gives you. Is you get up by 9 points, and what they do in this situation is they go, okay, I'm just going to make them earn their way up the field. But I'm not going to get aggressive because I don't want them to get a quick play just up the field and score points really fast. So we're going to make them at least have to force to bleed the clock. But this still is too early in the game to get in that mindset of things. And right now, there's no aggressiveness across the board in the coverages you're getting from Seattle. They're just sitting in kind of a prevent-ish look a little bit here in the secondary. Flipped out to the out of backfield here for a very short gain of about a yard on a little throw out to the flat in Chuba Hubbard. This will bring up 3rd down and 2. Carroll and Hurt just refusing in this game to bring any kind of adjustment pressure up into Dalton's face here very much. They don't want to show it to him. I guess they're scared to death. He's going to cut them up on the back end if they happen to do that. 3rd down and 2, 9:43 to go. The Panthers about the 50-yard line. Dalton dropping back to throw. There's some quick pressure that runs right past Dalton's face. He's still in the open field all the way down to the 45, making Dalton look like Michael Vick in his prime, baby. Let's go. Seahawks 4-man pressure ran right past Andy Dalton. Someday, at some point, Carroll and Hurt might decide to do something aggressive here. I don't know. Their defense ain't working with the 4-man rush. So I don't know why they keep just leaning into this, but boy, is it frustrating to watch this old-ass quarterback just take you apart. Throw deep here. And this will be incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Devin Witherspoon again out there in good coverage. Nice job of being physical throughout that early in that route to throw the timing off just a tiny bit there. It's a good throw. Well, it's a little far, a little outstretched there, but that's more of that timing of physicality of Witherspoon on the route there to kind of that arm he puts up in there to kind of slow the receiver down by a couple steps is what helps make that play go. 2nd down and 10. Panthers back in shotgun. Dalton back to throw. Hits his man out for easy completion and a gain of 5 or 6. 3rd down and short. Mike Rosage, thank you for subscribing to the channel, Mike. I appreciate you jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. 3rd down and 4 now. 8:35 to go. Panthers back on the Seahawks side of the field. Nine of 14 on 3rd downs are the Panthers today. 3rd and 4. Adam Thielen again ends up in coverage on Bobby Wagner there. Makes the catch, but there is going to be a flag, and we get another false start. Thankfully, the 12th man's going to help out the D a little bit here. Once again, the Panthers are doing something schematically to scheme this up to where they're ending up. You saw it on the catch where Thielen almost went in for a touchdown. You saw it a second ago as well. We just saw it there now. Maybe as a defense, you want to adjust to keeping to it. They're attacking right now, getting Thielen with Bobby in coverage because they're going at the zone concepts here to get that and make that happen. I don't think you want to set it up here where we want old Bobby Wagner on a wide receiver at this point in coverage. 3rd down and 9. 8:16 to go. Panthers aren't even trying to even kid anybody that they're going to try to run the ball. Double A gap pressure look from the Seahawks here. And again, a false start by the Panthers. The 12th man is doing it today. Way to pick up the team today. I've given him a hard time recently, but I got to give the 12th man credit today. This has been the best game for false starts that we have seen in a very long period of time. And they're giving it to this Panther line. Dalton is trying to make way too many checks in this stadium. He's trying to do too many changes of the play and adjust this here and adjust that there. And again, what causes that? The double A gap pressure look. So you don't even have to bring the blitz all the time. Just show the pressure. And it makes people uncomfortable. You're manufacturing stuff. Again, you see the results on this when they do it. But they just won't do it consistently. All right. 3rd down and a long way to go. And that ball is going to be overthrown by Dalton to Nowheresville. This will bring up 4th and 14 and a decision time potentially here for the Panthers. And there we go. Nice stop by the Seahawks defense there. Great job by the 12th man. That goes from being a completed ball there to Thielen on Bobby. 1st down, the drive's going to now you're in a 3rd and long. And a little bit of a different territory there. And this also does with those penalty yardage. This does push them out. Look out for the fake here, guys. Don't get too juicy on this. Look for the fake. Look for the fake here. And we got another false start by the Panthers. Let's go, 12s. Let's go, 12s. Let them know. Pete Carroll said, yeah, louder. Louder. That away. That away. Panthers back down to the 46-yard line in their own territory. Here comes the punt. Drives back Dallas to the 10. Dallas breaks 2 tackles, gets up the football field, still on his feet. Nice return there by DJ Dallas to get this up to the 20-yard line where the Hawks offense will take over on the back of 2 touchdown drives. The Seattle Seahawks offense today has constructed 7 scoring drives on the day to get to 29 points. They have been consistent throughout this ball game. Mumbles with a $2 donation says, who's the Panthers number 2 after Thielen? Well, I think that it's technically speaking, they would probably tell you it's Mingo. I think it would be Mingo, but Mingo's gone down with an injury here. So now it becomes DJ Shark as your number 2 because they are down. Mingo went down pretty early in this game. Thank you, though, Mumbles, for all your donations. Samuel Carlson with a $2 donation says, Witherspoon is special. He has been targeted a lot. Well said, Samuel. There was definitely a point of emphasis from this Panthers offensive passing attack to go after Witherspoon and test the rook and see how he could hold up. And he has held up at every single turn. His PFF score is going to be absolutely fantastic coming on the heels of this game. He has been tremendous, and he's been good as a run defender. He's supplied those big hits, hit a guy on the sideline, showing you off his ability to hit guys. But his coverage is as advertised today, sticky as hell. stickier than that freaking Insta glue that, like, if you even just get it on your fingers for a half second, like it takes you 2 weeks to get it off. He's been sticky like that. But it's tremendous to see. It's going to be nice to see too, Samuel, because we'll get a little bit of the Jalen Carter stuff will die down now here as we go forward a little bit, where people start to maybe get it a little bit more of, oh, okay. I can see why this kid was taken where he was. I can see why he is looked at as that kind of player. But he's been tremendous, Samuel. Very, very impressive today, Witherspoon, on a variety of different places. Not just one area of his game, but all areas of his game, basically, Samuel. Thank you for that donation, though. I do appreciate you. Megan with the $2 donation. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate all your donations today, too, as well. Says, this makes me truly proud to be a 12. I love it, Megan. I love it. Yeah, this has been a fun game today, too. It's been a real fun contest, back and forth kind of deal, but it's been good. It's been a good game. And thank you for all the donations and support today from the channel, you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are, as always, so very kind. All right, 8 false start penalties today for your Carolina Panthers offense. Gino and the boys take over here, 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker with the carry, running hard, and he's going to get it for about a 3-yard gain or so. 7:46 to go here in this game. Second down and 7. A couple first downs here would be mighty nice. Little throw out to Walker. He makes breaks kind of one tackle there. This will bring down 3rd down and short. What's the call here? You got 3rd and 2. Charbonnet comes into the backfield for Walker. Seahawks coming out with Bobo, Cody Thompson. Boy, they're showing their hand in this personnel package with no DK Metcalf here, that this is going to be a run. I mean, they're doing everything to show you that this is going to be a run here. If it's a pass play, then good on Waldron, because he'll fool. Yep, it is a pass play. Good on Waldron. And a throw out to Charbonnet in the flat, but is quickly drugged down at that point, and that will bring us down to 4th down. So a quick 3 and out here. Good job by the Panthers defense to hold up as their offense needed them to do so. Hawks are going to be able to take a couple minutes off the clock here, but still a long way to go in this football game. Let's see if Dixon can flip this field. Dixon hasn't been called on often today. I think this is only a 2nd punt on the day. And he gets off a pretty good punt. Kicker will make the kick and then draw it down. Makes a nice return on the return there. So decent field position here for the Panthers to start things out. Ooh, he should be down there. That's something Carroll should challenge. Now that's what you challenge. He's down. Jarek Reed got him down there. This is where I would use that at this point. And Jarek Reed almost got himself a fumble cause there on that play. It's only about a difference of 10 yards of field position, but every little bit counts here. Great job by Jarek, kind of flying by. Almost caused that. So if he pulled that fumble, we'd be talking about a sensational play on his part, ripping that free. 5:45 to go. Seahawks defense can rest pretty well assured here that you're not going to get very much of any kind of rushing here from the Panthers. Defense can pin its ears back as a pass rush. 20-29 Seahawks. Panthers have all 3 of their timeouts. So, as I say, plenty of time still left in the clock here for the Panthers. Not to need to go down and score this and necessarily just do not necessarily just doing a great job there by Julian Love to come up on that route that's been a troubling route for him, being that tight end coming off, and he's in the cover 2 shell look at the start of the snap, and he comes up and he's able to rally up and help go up and make a play there on the ball there. That has been a tough spot for him in coverage here early on this season so far. Joe Love's had a few moments of bright spots in this game. Of these 3 games, this might be the better one that he's played overall. Still had those moments he's given up, but it's been an improvement. 2nd down and 10. Dalton in shotgun. He's going to go, looks like, empty here. Yeah, we're going to go empty. Pass rush right into the face. Mike Jackson there to knock the ball away from the running back, Miles Sanders, in coverage. This will bring up 3rd and 10. Good job defensively speaking. Jackson's made a couple plays in coverage today as well. It's encouraging to see. Trey Brown went down very early on, it looks like, to a concussion. 5:42 left to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. See if the 12th man can get loud here again. Come on, 12s. Come on, 12s. Let them hear it right down near that end zone. 3rd and 10. Dalton drops back to throw. He's going to throw it out into the flat to the tight end. Broken tackle, and then drop down to the ground there. This will bring down 4th and short. What do the Panthers choose to do here? And it would appear that they are going to indeed go for it, I think, here. So you might have game right here. Clock continues to wind. 5:17 to go. Lumen Field is on their feet. They have helped out their home team today in a big way. Can they give them the energy here? Can they find this stop here in this game? Can they put it to bed? Seahawks show a little bit of a blitz look here to Dalton, and they're bringing it. We've got a penalty flag. The play is completed, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what that is here. I don't think the Hawks were hopefully false to offsides there. Did we jump off there? Was that us? Illegal formation there for the Panthers. They did have everybody set on the line of scrimmage there. Illegal shift, sorry, is the technical term. Yeah, they've got 2 guys moving at the snap at once. Can't do that. That's a good call by the officials. The rain is absolutely pouring down. It's like the region itself is trying to aid the 12th man and aiding the team, making this game harder, making it harder to throw the ball for Dalton and company. 4th down, now 7. This changes this up a little bit for the Panthers from 4th and 2. Seahawks bringing that pass rush again. Jared Reed is there, and he's going to bring him to the ground. Let's go. Seahawks get a sack. A stop. I got stuff falling off the walls. Let's go. Jaron Reed supplying some pressure. He's played an absolute brilliant game today. Just got on his horse on that play right from the jump, able to split the 2 inside linemen and get back there to make the sack. Very well done there by Jay Reed, who has been fantastic in his return to the Seattle Seahawks. Holding it down today. Jaron with 7 tackles, a sack and a half, a tackle for loss, a pass defensed, and 3 quarterback hits. Seattle takes back over here with 4:47 to go here in the 4th quarter. Gino, the give to Kenneth Walker. Walker right up the middle here. He's going to have some room, and he's going to take this down for a 10-yard gain. 1st down, Seahawks. Panther defense has been holding on and holding strong, considering how light they are right now as far as their own personnel goes. But you've got to give the tip of the cap to them on their ability to hold up in this game, down so many defenders as they are. But how far can you take it? And the Carolina team is going to call their first time out there after that run. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. It says Wither Glue, Gorilla Spoon, Gorilla Glue. I like Gorilla. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Winter glue sounds. I like Wither Glue. Wither Glue sounds. I'd buy that glue. I'd use that glue to keep my stuff together. Thank you, Mumbles. Thank you so much. Jerome Horace, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate you jumping aboard the Hawks Nest. I really, really appreciate that. We're trying to get over that 15,000 mark. You're helping us get there. How about the game here from Kenneth Walker today? 18 carries, 96 yards. Also offering up 3 catches for 59 yards. Another give here into him, and he's going to take it for about a gain of 3 yards here on first down. Clock will be stopped again here by the Carolina Panthers. So 2 yards, 2nd and 8 now. And boy, that rain is coming down in the stadium here. It's a tough place to throw the ball in the Pacific Northwest when it's got this kind of weather. At least a little bit warmer now than it will be in later in the fall, where it can become almost near impossible at times to throw in that kind of weather. But it's certainly going to be tough when you got to get a couple scores in this position like Dalton and company do. Second down and 8. Imagine here, if you're the Hawks, you're probably not going to... I'd be surprised to see them throw the ball here. Coming out and 2 wide receiver look, 2 back look here. Give is going to be to Walker or Charbonnet. Charbonnet busts this outside. He's got a first down and more. And oh my God, he hits the guy and sends him 3 yards flying backwards on contact. Oh, the physicality is coming from Zach Charbonnet today. He had a build-up speed. You don't want to see this guy coming downhill at you he's got his full speed going, and you got to take him on heads up. Watch him just plow this guy. Boom. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Oh, he can finish a run, can he? He can finish a run. Yeah, big time truck is right, ran the cut. Woo-wee. First and goal. Charbonnet still in the backfield. Gino changing some plays around a little bit here. The give is going to be to Charbonnet. This just kind of collapsed. The whole offensive line collapsed right after the snap on that one. And he'll be taken to the ground there. We got some offensive players for the Hawks kind of getting up slowly after that one. The guys kind of limping a little bit. Boy, that bye week's going to arrive at a good time. A very good time. So we got Truck, Charbonnet, and Wither Glue. I think that we've got our 2 early nicknames for our young cats out here. Wither Glue and Truck Charbonnet. Seahawks with 71 yards rushing in the first half, 79 yards rushing in the second half. They've remained very consistent in that part of the game today. As we see with the Panthers, they've been very one-dimensional in their approach. Second down and goal here. The Panthers are without any more timeouts. Seahawks, if they want to run this ball twice, can basically... Jake Bobo! Jake Bobo! Touchdown! Touchdown, Jake Bobo! Let's go! Jake Bobo goes up and high, points the ball for a touchdown. Red zone threat. Jake Bobo. That's how this is the exact route he made his bones on back out in UCLA. It's an option route. He cuts off the leverage of the defender, feels off the leverage of the defender, and then he's such a big body, has such great ball skills and a good catching radius that he can get up and get down and make that catch like he just did there.
If you go and watch UCLA highlights of Jake Bobo, that is the kind of play that you will see him make. A lot of times more to the front side of the end zone, but that kind of route where he comes up to the stem of the route and he is so hard to guard up at the top of the stem of the route for a cornerback because he's a good route runner and he's got a big body. And so you're getting a little bit as a cornerback into a stage of, you're kind of panicking a little bit. And so you want to then try to maybe like cheat a little bit to one side or the other. And the second he feels you cheat, he can use that leverage back up against you to go make a play like he just did there. Bobo with the touchdown. Let's go. 2-point conversion attempt here by the Hawks. Geno running around a little bit here, running back around the other way. Just throw it away, Geno. It's okay. Just toss it away. Don't get hurt. Geno's going to let this rip all the way through. Oh my God. Geno with a very dangerous throw, but he completes it to Tyler Lockett. Well, things are rolling good. When they're going good, they're going good. Seahawks go up 37-20. Geno scrambles to the right, scrambles all the way back, or first scrambles to the left, scrambles all the way back to the right. He ends up on the back right side of the field, throws back across his body to the far left side of the field. Tyler Lockett's over there with two defenders. Lockett's the only one that's aware of the ball coming back into play, so he works his way back to the ball. Somehow Geno completes this off of his back foot. I don't know if the coaching staff's going to lot him for that one or not. I don't think he makes that if it's not a 2-point conversion attempt you're trying it on, but oh, Lordy, Geno. Feeling confident on that throw. Oh, my God. Well, when it's working, it's working. Nice catch by Tyler Lockett there. As he takes a bow, as well he should there. The Seahawks are going to take a lead here, 37-20. And fantastically done by this offense today. If I'm not mistaken, that's what is it, our 8th, 9th scoring drive? They've been what we thought and hoped they could be this year, which is offensively need you to carry the day a little bit. We're going to need you to make our bones here for this team. And if we're going to become a contending team, if we're going to do something, we're going to need you guys to be the biggest part of this team to us getting there. None of us had the expectation that this defense needed to get to a place of being a top-end unit in order for us to become a contender. The offense is so good, you don't need that. The special teams is so good, you don't necessarily need that. But we do need the defense to get into kind of a middle-of-the-road state to get to a contender status. We do need to get them out of where they were last year as a league worst team into more of the middle territory, and then we can actually be cooking with some gas here. First down and 10 for Andy Dalton and company now. He'll take back over here and throw a quick little out route there might be the first completion Witherspoon's given up today. And you're not going to fault him on this. You're going to have your coverage sitting back with some depth here. You're going to give up the dink and dunk stuff here. Dalton's going to get a lot of garbage time yards, I would imagine, here on this upcoming drive. From a Seahawks standpoint, you just don't want to get beat quick and you don't want to get beat deep. So just make them drain the clock going up the football field. 2nd and 4 here now. Dalton back in shotgun, 3 wide look. He's going to throw this a little bit out wide there. No go. This is where the rain's going to make it hard to throw like this into us. Dallas Cowboys just got intercepted by the Cardinals in the end zone. Man, is the NFC West going to be good again this year? Wow, I know that only puts the Cowboys to 2-1, but geez. 3rd down and 4 here for the Panthers. 4:09 to go in this football game. Seahawks up 37-20. 3 wide look here. Dalton dropping back to throw. He's going to let it rip. Drug down there. Clock will continue to roll. Jarek Reed in this game right now, by the way. So I wonder if they've taken out Diggs here. 1st and 10. Clock will continue to roll here. Dalton, quick completion in there to his receiver. Jordan Brooks able to bring him down very quickly. Jordan a little slow to get up here. Clock will continue to roll. 3:25 in this game left. Panthers not moving real fast here. Dalton dropping back to throw. Lets it rip. Ball will be completed here. This is where I don't have as much a problem with the soft zone, by the way. This is where I won't lament it at all. You're up by 17. You give up the 7-8 yard hitch routes all day long on this drive. Keep them in bounds. Let that clock roll. They got no timeouts. No problem. No problem. No problem. First and 10, right around the midfield mark here. Quickly completed the running back. He will be tackled by Bobby and company, brought down to the ground here. Clock continues to roll. Josh, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Weekend Rider, I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel as well. So welcome aboard the Hawks Nest, you guys. Thank you for that. A lot of new subscribers, which is great to see. Appreciate you answering my call out there to the wild. All right, 2nd down and 4 now. Dalton dropping back to throw here again. Looking to hit. Oh, throws it over the middle there. Incomplete pass. Seahawks secondary is Tease Tabor, Jarek Reed, Artie Burns. Definitely not the A team right now. Might be more B group as it sort of stands, but they're getting it done. Josh, though, thank you so much for subscribing on up. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, nasty little 2-point conversion. Nasty little 2-point conversion. Yeah, that was a wild 2-point conversion. All right, it's 3rd down and 4. Oh, nice hit there. Is that Jaron Reed came in and smacked the hell out of Marshall there. Reed's playing with his hair on fire today. He's been sensational. And this will take us down to the 2-minute warning. Thank you, though, Mumbles, for the $2 donation. And that was a nasty 2-point little conversion there. That reminded me of the Green Bay Packer Championship Conference 2-point conversion to Luke Wilson. Remember where Russ was floating back and forth, and throws it back across the field and finds the conversion in there somehow, some way. It was exactly like that in how it felt. It's pretty crazy. Megan with a $2 donation says, turn my head for 10 minutes and this happens. Got to keep your eyes on the ball at all times when you watch these Hawks. That's for sure, Megan. Thank you so much. Sanchez with a $2 donation says, Zach Diesel. Zach Diesel, Truck Charbonnet. Man runs like that, he can get a multitude of nicknames. I'll tell you that, Sanchez. I like Zach Diesel, though. Zach Diesel. I kind of dig that. Truck Charbonnet is kind of a mouthful. That last name's got about 15 syllables to it. Zach Diesel. Mumbles, thank you for the $2 donation. Appreciate you, Sanchez, too, for all your donos today. Says, Mumble says, is this what garbage time is? Weird watching it. Yeah, we don't get a lot of garbage time opportunities here in Seattle in recent years. It's usually pretty close games right down to the end of the line. And, usually our heart rates are driven up to about 150 beats per minute. It's something like that, right? But it looks like today we're going to get maybe a bit of more of a comfortable watching experience here with this one, which is good to see. Pull it out through at the end, which is good. Yeah, this is what they're like, though, Mumbles. Don't get used to it. Savor it and don't get used to it. As you know, we'll be back to heart attack hell here soon enough. Seth Luz, hey, thank you for also answering the call out there. Subbing on up. Like I said to you folks, please do sub up. No clickbait videos. You're helping the channel out tremendously. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free for you to do so. Hit that like button, and it does help this channel out. It helps me show up on other Seahawks fans looking for Seahawks content when you hit that like button, when you get subbed up. So thank you for doing that, C. Luz. Thank you as well. Eaglet Snupper, thank you for answering that call as well and subscribing on up. Eaglet, you're awesome for doing so, man. I appreciate you guys jumping aboard the Hawks Nest so very much. The Knuckleheads, thank you as well for subscribing on up too, man. Appreciate you for doing that, brother. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. You guys are helping me get to that goal. It's been a long sought out goal. So thank you for helping me get there. I really do appreciate it. And as well for you guys who have hit that like button, thank you for that too. Chase Stern coming in with a $10 donation. Thank you, Chase. Very, very much, very kind of you, brother. Says that 2-point conversion looked like the NFC Championship to OT prayer. Okay, so I wasn't the only one then. I wasn't the only one there, Chase. I was seeing the same thing. It was Russ against the Packers, winded back and forth and throws up the prayer to Luke Wilson and somehow completes it. It was just like that. First down now, and a missed thrown ball there on 1st and 10. little bit of an errant throw. Dalton has thrown for 336 yards, but it has taken him 56 passing attempts in order to get to those 330 yards. So not an efficient passing performance here from Dalton today. 2nd down and 10. But that's what I saw too as well, Chase. It looks straight up out of the Green Bay game where he turns around and flicks it and throws it up over the top. You're going, wait, what? What's happening there? 2nd down and 10. Dalton in shotgun. It's got a forward wide receiver look here. Seahawks fake a blitz look. Ooh, Dalton got kind of hit there. Pass will be, I think, caught out of bounds there. It will be by DJ Shark down the sideline. Dalton took one of those shots down around the lower knee sections that always looks brutal. The quarterbacks take those hits. And that might be what the flag is on a low hit there. Wu-Tang Financial, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, Charbo Diesel. Charbo Diesel. It's that rare diesel. You can only get it in the deepest heart of Africa. In Zambia. And only then, when you are 10,000 feet below the ground surface, can you locate this precious gem, this precious fuel source. And Mario Edwards is going to get rough in the passer there. He did that whole going low thing when you don't have to by the official metric of it. And Dalton got hit pretty good there. 1:51 to go. Seahawks up 37-20. Panthers at the 25-yard line of the Hawks. Dalton back to pass. Under duress again here. He's going to complete that pass for a 1st down out to the 14-yard line. Charbo Diesel. So we got Charbo Diesel. We got Zach Diesel. We got Truck Charbonnet. I like all these names. I think I'm going to have to run with all these, man. These are all very wonderful. Mumbles, thank you for another $5 donation. He says, if Zach Charbonnet is a truck, would that have made Penny, Rawls, etc. Fords fix or repair daily? Yeah, he's definitely a truck. They were more like, like Rawls would be like kind of like a, Mustang kind of thing. Penny certainly wasn't that guy with that way. Oh! Touchdown catch here for Adam Thielen. And Devin Witherspoon gives it up there on that play. Thielen letting Witherspoon know like he's done something amazing. You're still down by 10 points here. And Witherspoon was, Tease Tabor almost broke Witherspoon on that play too, trying to lay a kill shot in, just missed completely. Witherspoon was aligned out wide there on the play, which Thielen's in the slot. Seahawks have had a hard time with Thielen throughout this game today and continue to do so here on this play. So the Panthers are going to get a tutty. They're going to have to now try to onside kick this one to see if they can have still a chance in this game down by 10 points. 361 yards passing today for Andy Dalton on 58 attempts. On the other side of that, Geno Smith, 23 of 36 for 296. But yeah, I think Penny would be more like he'd be more like a vet. Vets are always broken down, but they're really fast. I'd have Rawls as a Mustang, and Zach would be like your. He's like a he's like a F-150 kind of thing. I don't know, you got to be like a truck that's still got some handles to it. F-150 don't have those handles. All right, onside opportunity here for the Carolina Panthers. I want to thank you, Mumbles, for all of your donos today, man. We got to quit buying those lemons at the running back position. That's all we had to learn, Stay away from those lemons, brother. And appreciate you on that so much, man. All right, so a onside kick attempt here. Seahawks are going to call a timeout. The Snail with a $2 donation says Shazard like Hazard, but Shazard. Might be stretching on that one a little bit, Snail. Charizard. It's too much of a mouthful. I can't say it. Real Cheese with a $2 donation says Charbonneau's. Charbonneau's kind of got a roll to it. Charbonneau's, like Nas. Charbonneau's, like Nas. Like hit the Nas on the car. I like that one. Charbonaz, Zach Diesel, Truck Charbonnet, Charbo Diesel. I think they all fit. You guys are amazing today on the donations. I really, really, really do appreciate it so very much on that. So thank you so much. All right, onside kick here is going to be recovered by the Seattle Seahawks. And who? Who do you think? Mr. Jake Bobo! Alrighty. I want to thank everybody again today for all of the donations that have come through. I want to put a quick reminder to you guys is we're gonna get the great victory formation now, the best formation in football. We're gonna be wrapping this up here. I'm gonna be going over to the Bleacher Report here post stream. So we will be doing a rare thing where I normally go and just keep going on and doing post game discussion, but we'll be doing a Bleacher Report post game stream over on the Bleacher Report app. You've got to have the app downloaded if you want to see the deal, and I will post a link to it later on after I do it for you guys down the road on this. But we're going over to the Bleacher Report. I'm going to go over there and do a half-hour post-game show over on their side of it. Then we'll be doing a post-game discussion live stream a little bit later on this afternoon / early evening. So we still got another stream coming, 2 more streams coming today from your boy here. But I'm happy to go over to Bleacher Report. They've extended a gracious offer to allow me to go over there and do the post-game stuff over there on their side of it. So I will be bouncing to that really quickly, but we'll be bouncing back over to here as well. Taker 610, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, holy crap, Brandon. Miami got 70 points on Denver. They took it to them, man. They took it to them. They really did. And Denver's not getting good anytime soon, Taker 610, but it was a really hot day. Denver was on, I guess, the hot side of the field. It was like 10 degrees, 15 degrees hotter over there. You know, they just didn't hold up. They couldn't hold up. And that Miami offense is probably the best offense of all football. If it's not, if it's not us. Okay, guys, I'm going to last couple donations. Let's cut no more donations in. I've got to do this as a quick end on this. So I know people like to pile in the donations, keep me on, but I have to get over to Bleacher Report. So no more donos. If you put it in, I'm not reading it. So Randall's the last one. Let that finish up on this note. Brian Myers has been a member of the Hawks Nest for 2 months. Says, so nice to not have a nail biter. Go Hawks, and thanks, Brandon. I appreciate you, Brian, for that long-time support on the channel, and it is very nice to not have a nail biter. Mumbles, thank you for the $5 donation. It says, oh, please don't call Zach a Ford. Fix or repair daily Fords. We have lost lots of Fords. We need a Chevy, a Charbonnet. And again, I know you guys are going to blast me right now with the donos. I got the Bleacher Report wants me over there, so I know I'm getting now donos floating in because it's the end of the game and people are hyped. We're going to be back here soon, so don't worry. We will be back here, but I can't get through all these donos right now. I'm supposed to go directly after the show over to Bleacher Report. So please, Alan, thank you for the $5, but there's a rare time I'm going. We'll be back later. Put the donos in later if you guys want to do donos. I'll be back for a 4 or 5 hour live stream post-game show after this point, but I got to bounce over. So Randall McDaniel, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, that's a really nice W. A big W, Randall. Very encouraging to see a huge win here for your Seahawks to get to 2-1. They still have a good chance here to turn themselves into a contender. They're going to get healthier post-bye. You're going to get the reserves back. The cavalry is going to return. So hopefully, my God, we're going to hopefully get on the road here. But a very, very encouraging win in this offense is turned up. I will tell you that. Alan H., thank you for the $5 donation. I really do appreciate Alan so very much for that donation here at the end. You're finishing off strong and right. He says, let's effing go Seahawks. Well, let's effing go Seahawks. A great win here today, a team-based win today. Everybody did their part. Special teams, offense carrying the day. Defense was holding on for a long period of the day, but they did just enough, and that's all we need from them. We know the offense is going to carry things. We know special teams is going to carry things. You just need the defense to do its part. Hold up, not be a sieve, not allow them to score and have scoring drives on the constant, and they did that today. They showed you what they could do on their side of it, just to bring you just enough to that area, and it was enough indeed to get us up over the top. I will be back here in approximately about an hour or so where we will do a post-game discussion thread here. I'm going to go over to Bleacher Report now. Download that app. You can catch me live over there in about 15 minutes, 10 to 15. I want to thank all of you guys for being so kind here in the chat. Please do hit that like button. Thank you to all the donations. I couldn't even stay on top of so many donations that were piling in today. I really do appreciate that. I'm sorry I'm rushing a little bit through on those donations right now. I'm not able to give them as much time right now in the moment, but that's just, please do understand that's because Bleacher Report wants me to get over there now as quickly as I can to go get this started up on their side of it. So thank you guys for watching today. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're not already. I will be back in a couple of hours. Big win by your Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. Let's keep this energy going. And please do not ever forget until I'm back here in a couple hours or an hour. Don't forget, I don't have to remind you after this performance today, but I'm going to let you know any old way. And that is, please don't you ever forget, go Hawks.